Welcome to the chaos. Welcome to Hammer Challenge Series 28, the 205 Grand Prix, live from the Rawway Rec Center. This is not a tournament, this is a house party. The bass rattles, the walls, the crowd roars like thunder, and on these mats tonight, warriors will collide in a storm of chokes, cranks, and broken wills. Here, time slows, pressure becomes destiny, technique is tested against the weight of the hammer. And when the dust settles, when sweat has stained the mats, and voices are hoarse from the roar, only one will rise. For that one, glory eternal, and $1,000 in cold, unrelenting cash. This is the house party of grappling. This is where the bold refuse to break. This is HCS 28, the 205 Grand Prix. The mats are set. The warriors are ready. The question, my friends at home, are you ready? Electric stuff, if I say so myself. As always,
that was good.
Zach here on the mic, the voice of the house party of grappling, your MC, if you will, and alongside me, my disc jockey, Matt Stavrakis. Matt, how are we doing?
I'm doing all right. Way to use disc jockey in replacement of DJ. Very impressed by your knowledge of terminology.
Absolutely. Master of Ceremonies needs a disc jockey, as always. And before we get going here today at HCS 28, we're going to kick it back to our card last week live from the streets of Jersey City.
Down block, down block. He's going to just try to pull you. Yup, that's it. To the top. Good.
Elbows in from here, Aaron.
Don't stop. Heavy snap, BC. Run him again. Run him again, BC. Yup, there it is. Beautiful.
Watch your neck.
To the neck.
Protect your neck, Aaron.
Headlock sequence.
Good. Aaron, head above his at all times.
Again, BC. Let's go.
Fight hands, wrist the whole time.
That's it. Press. Keep hands back, BC. That's it.
Good. Protect your head.
Snap now.
Good, Aaron.
To the left. Keep him on his back.
Great job.
Keep him on his back, BC. You're wearing off.
Sit, Aaron. Good.
Now go.
Feet up. Good.
Go.
Great job.
Yup. To the top.
Get your
To
feet
his
in.
arm. What do we
Hey,
do?
right elbow in.
To his arm, BC.
Good, Aaron. Great job.
Yes, do it. Let's go. Cook.
Great job, Aaron.
We got
Left
3
elbow in.
3 minutes
Left
left.
elbow
Cook. Chest
in.
to chest. That's it.
Great job.
Cook.
Hips and hooks.
BC. Cook, BC.
Hey, hips and
knees.
Great job, Aaron. Hand close.
Pinch your knees.
Very good, Aaron.
Just trying to buck
The
off.
whole time.
Stay on
Great job,
top.
Aaron.
Press up.
Protect your neck,
Finish.
Aaron. Roll.
Finish.
Roll.
Finish.
Good.
There. To
Good.
the top. To the top. To the top, BC.
Your neck, BC.
Stay on top,
Good.
BC. To the neck.
Your neck again, Aaron. Hand fighting consistent.
BC, snap him. Yes. Snap him back down. Stop letting him build his face back up. Stop. Keep him on his back, BC.
Hey,
I don't want
lower
him to
your
build back
base.
up.
Good.
BC, let's go. Keep working it, BC. Yes. Stay on top.
Fest. They had
Ah, that's
a
cool.
martial arts fest going.
Connect hands and chill. Hey, breathe.
BC.
Don't rush.
Up to his
Don't
legs,
rush.
BC.
Keep
Up.
him down, Aaron.
Up, BC.
Stay on
Touch your
top.
face.
Yeah, connect the legs. Great job. Great job.
Cross face. Cross face. Right hand.
Keep rotating. Keep rotating.
Cross
Keep
face.
rotating.
Right hand. Ear to ear.
Now pushing. You've lost back. Now
Cross face. Right hand.
good.
Yes. Stay on
Elbows
top.
in,
He's
elbows
tired,
in,
BC.
elbows in.
Go to his arms. Go
Great
for a
job,
race.
Aaron. You're doing great.
Minute 40 left. Let's go. He's tired. Let's go.
Elbows
Go to
in.
his head.
Elbows in. Protect your
Go to his
head.
arms. Go to the arms.
Protect your head.
Come on and trap the arm, BC.
Good, Aaron. Great.
Yes.
Now hands to
Attack
hips.
his arms, BC.
Hands to hips and knees, Aaron. Good. Really good.
Attack, BC. Attack. Short time for a minute.
Great job.
1 minute.
Great
Try to
job.
build back up.
Protect your neck
Attack
now,
the neck.
Aaron. Protect your neck. Don't get up on singles like this.
Turn him. Yes,
Good.
To the arms, BC. Short time.
Elbows in. Elbows in, Aaron.
Attack these fucking arms,
Hey, just
BC.
defense now, Aaron.
Yes, right now. You need to send it. A minute. You have a
Good,
minute.
Aaron,
You need
good.
it right now.
Really good.
Let's go. Pull him back in here. Let's go.
Aaron, keep pushing.
BC, let's go. We need
Aaron, great job.
tired, BC. Go to the arm.
Aaron, don't sit up. Good.
To the arms, BC.
Rotate again
Underhook
to your
the
left.
arm.
Don't
Let's
sit
go.
up. Yes, good. Elbows
Go to
in.
the
Great
arms.
job. Great job.
BC, go
Aaron,
to the attack. Go to the
good.
fucking arms and listen to me.
Right elbow in. Left elbow in. Focus.
It's an open book check.
Let's go.
Belly down,
Now
hips down.
finish.
Good,
Keep
hands
on the
down.
shoulder.
Protect neck.
Yes, go.
Good, good.
Full set.
Great job,
Now.
man. Great
30
job.
seconds, BC. Hooks.
All day, all day.
Send it. Back mat. Guard. Go in. Send it.
Good, Aaron, good. You got 10 seconds. Aaron, you're looking
Yes,
good.
go. Good. Go. You're fine. Team up.
Welcome back. Thank you to Aaron and Brendan for the wonderful action. If you want to see that match and more, make sure you head on over to our YouTube channel and subscribe. $9.99 a month, and you get that action plus any other archived fights, any live fights that are going to be streamed on the YouTube that month. You would get access to that as well. Definitely worth the subscription. Make sure you check us out, HCS Grappling on YouTube. But today, HCS 28, the house party of grappling, highlighted by our 205 Grand Prix, our first time doing 205 for the Grand Prix. Of course, our Grand Prix winners always getting $1,000. Makes competing worth it.
Rich.
Absolutely.
I couldn't imagine that kind of money.
Great stuff. And as you can see on the bracket here, our 1 seed, Alex Nemeth, and our 2 seed, Kyle Myers, maybe the betting favorites going into this, each receive a bye in that first round due to their HCS experience and history. So remember, going forward in the future, if you want it on our Grand Prix, you want it in our invitationals, the more you compete, the more points you rack up, the higher your seed will be. But, of course, we have a lot of action here going alongside. It's not just them. We have Conor Dixon, Tommy Red, Jon Perez, and Colin Gironda joining them. But outside of just HCS 28 here today at Rahway Rec Center, we have HCS 29 coming up, our females-only card. Our female-only cards are truly, truly, truly our best cards of the year. Always, they bring the action, they bring the intensity, they bring the pop and fun that we look for. We are looking for females to compete on that card, all weights, all divisions, all levels, even looking for teams. So if you're interested, we're going to be in Schwanksville, PA. Precision Jiu-Jitsu is a great venue. Hit us up on Instagram. Hit us up on, wherever you want to hit us up, really. Instagram mainly. But hit us up. Join the card. We'd love to have you. And then HCS 30 in November. Our amateur invitation will be back here in Rahway Rec Center. You can't see it from this angle, but when we kick to the action, you will. The gym is beautiful. Hell of a setup. We're going to have double mats going. It'll be a great time. Make sure you get on that. That's how you earn these points and get invited to our later events that have those cash prizes, how you win the belt, all those things. Today can only be possible by our sponsors. Sponsored by All Jersey Mechanical, keeping the heat on and the cool locked in, all Jersey all the time. By Savvy Fit Soaps, really frickin' natural, clean up like a champion. By Ground Standard Agency for your martial arts business. And by Teep Territory, the home of grappling apparel. And of course, this stream is brought to you by the one, the only AVP Live, streaming to you around the world, your fight, your stream. If you want to get a part of this wonderful intro I just gave for our sponsors, hit us up on the Instagram DMs. We would love to have you. Always room for more sponsors. And with that, let's kick it over to the rules video so everyone at home can know what's going to go on today.
The HCS official rules. Our amateur division are white and blue belts, and our pro division are purple, brown, and black belts. Our regulation times for amateur is 4 minutes, and for our pros, it is 6 minutes. Starting off with the first overtime. The first overtime is 2 1-minute EBI rounds. Time does not matter. We have a 3-second transition period where if the spot is changed, whoever's on offense can either change to a submission or get back to the starting spot, and the round will continue. If after 3 seconds neither a sub or a spot is secured, it will count as an escape. A sub beats an escape beats a ride out. The second overtime is a 3-minute ADCC overtime. First to a dominant position and hold for 3 seconds. The dominant positions are mount, back mount, and side control, and you can also win by a submission. The third overtime is 2 1-minute EBI rounds where time does matter, so the fastest sub or an escape will win. Illegal moves. For amateurs, there are no twisting leg locks or twisting or manipulation of the spine. For our pros, all subs are legal. Regardless of amateur or pro, there is no slamming into the wall or out of a submission. There is also no spiking on the head. You can't slam just to slam, and you must have control and progression of the position. Out of bounds. Fighters are in bounds until both fighters are completely out of the circle. If you have a dominant position, which is mount, back mount, or side control, you can choose to start back on your feet or in a top turtle position. Whether or not you are in a dominant position is up to the discretion of the referee. If you are in a submission, which is at the discretion of the ref, you may choose to start in one of the EBI spots or back on the feet. Any other position, the fighters will start back on their feet in the center of the circle. Stalling rules. If you pull guard, you have 3 seconds to engage, and if you've not engaged, you'll be hit with a stall call. If you flee the circle, this will also be a stall call. If you are in a position and you are not advancing and you are just holding position, this can also be counted as a stall call. The first stall is a warning. The second stall, the opponent will get choice of top or bottom turtle. And the third stall, you will be disqualified. These stalls carry throughout the entire duration of the match.
Welcome back. I hope that rules video cleared everything up at home that you will need. I want to highlight something here. We have our new coin here that we flip in the center. We have our blue and white side, our black and gold side, and let me tell you, there's some weight. Feel this out.
Whoa.
See that
That's
pure gold? That's
a
what
lot
we
of
do
weight.
here at HCS. Before we get rolling here in just a couple of minutes,
for lack of a better term. I've also done a tiny bit years ago of training with Conor Dixon. It was, would have been at Rowan, which me and you trained some wrestling at together. So I've rolled around with Conor Dixon maybe once or twice. He's an absolute stud. Let's call him a wizard, an octopus, whatever alluding to you want to make. He's absolutely a stud. I'm really excited to see
our
him.
3 seed here in the Grand Prix. Definitely one to watch. I think obviously got to keep an eye on either Alex, Nemeth, and Kyle Myers. They competed way back when. That Alex won that first one. That's how we got the 1 seed here. But either of those absolutely could be a challenger. Tommy Red, though, our bottom seed, our wild card entrant, meaning he's won inside of the circle to earn his way in here. Hungry Dog runs faster.
I was
Hungry
just
Dog
about
runs
to
faster.
say, Hungry Dog.
But it looks like they're just about ready for us, so we're going to kick it on over to our circle here with our first action of the evening.
The stage is set.
Stage is set. Our referees take center as we call our competitors to the middle. As you'll see here, Josh not refereeing for this one. Josh in the corner to start us off because he has his boy Noah Ferreiras out of Hammer Challenge Series that he's coaching up. Noah, you'll easy to point out, not wearing a shirt.
Yeah.
Up against Alec Costello, we have our teenager matchup. Both of them had their parents sign the waiver today because they are
Nice.
not 18.
How old are they?
I want to say 17.
Nice. We love that.
Still in high school, all I know, really, but we are underway here. Again, Noah in the no shirt, blue shorts. Alec in the all black.
First thing I noticed
Both wrestlers.
here. Yes, I could tell by the stance originally.
Absolutely.
Wider bases as well, so.
I know Noah wrestles for Old Bridge. I'm not sure where Alex wrestles out. I'm going to guess somewhere in Jersey. So if you got 2 Jersey wrestlers, you know you're going to get a scrap on your feet.
There you go. Looks like Noah's feeling it out. Kind of a wider base from Noah. Low shot
Both
for
ankle
Smith
pick
single.
stuffed. That's that head-hands defense they be teaching.
Yeah,
Right there.
that's what you like to see. All right, we got a tie here. We got an overtie on the left side.
Goes for a drag attempt. Alex circles out.
It's who's got.
Went for the lat drop. Did not work, but up to his feet. He said, let me return the flavor. Now, if that was in wrestling, that was a hell of a move. Still works here in jiu-jitsu, though. It's in full mount.
Beautiful. Kept the overhook on his end and decided to turn it against him when he came back to his feet with the underhook. Now we got a bit of a gift wrap situation. Looks like he's trying to slide up the knee and isolate for maybe a triangle, and there it is, S-mount position.
This is a 145-pound amateur matchup.
And what he's going to look to do here is either go for that triangle, which it looks like is the main priority. But
I got to say, Alec is slick.
Yeah, no, he can absolutely play with the arm here, too. So you see kind of the hug we have on bottom from Noah. He's got to be careful not to let his right arm hang too much. He's trying to post out on Alex's arm right now, but it's important.
Looks like Alec has Kade Sokolis in his corner. Kade going to be on the card later competing himself.
Excellent.
But taking the time out to coach up his buddy here.
That's what we do with teams, man. This is what it's about, a sense of community. Now he's looking to probe for the arm.
Noah's doing a good job hanging low there, locking his hands underneath the legs there to prevent that, but Alec is slowly just putting that pressure in. It's dangerous.
So slip a lot. Yup, and nice, and he comes up and finishes the takedown.
Good transition there.
Yeah, way to catch it. Now he's going to look to pass the guard. He's stuck into a half guard here.
As I said, got to be careful of the neck there, still in half guard, but it pops that out. Already halfway through the opening period, a minute 50 or so left in the opening period.
So he's going now across the ref almost as kind of like a little Ezekiel feint to scare Alec on bottom, but I'm curious to see what he does with his knee here, caught in half guard. He has the ability to slide it up right now, so I think he's going to go right to mount, and
no twisting leg locks in our amateur division, so that's why you're seeing him potentially not hunt at the legs.
Oh, and there it is. He goes
we can
for the
go
ankle.
straight, though. We can go straight.
Alex got to keep weight on that foot and try to get it as flat to the mat as possible.
It's definitely harder at the amateur levels when you can't twist.
Little back step there. He
those
takes
leg
the
finishes.
back, and now he's looking for his boots on himself. In goes one, in goes two, and now he's going to look to roll.
See, body triangle locked in. I always think a power half works well there.
Yeah, it's good for opening up the space. So once you have, we have a quick submission.
The tap. Alec Costello drops the hammer as he takes a bow. Your winner by rear naked choke. Alec Costello drops the hammer. Great scrap back and forth. Love when you got the younger guys. They tend to move around fast like that in the circle, and that was some great work by Alec, defeating maybe the hometown boy with his coach being the one who makes the rule set.
I am biased, and it's no disrespect to positionally strong grapplers out there, but there's nothing better than a little bit of scrambling going on.
Nothing better than a scramble.
Caught in a triangle and mount. Noah gets back up, catches a single leg, takes him down, goes through half guard. Just moving through the positions. Oh, look at that. Alex out. Now he throws two boots in. Now they roll through. Like, those are the type of matches I like. And
absolutely. Again, congrats to Alec Costello making his HCS debut as he drops the hammer, winner by submission. And we're going to keep it rolling here as we do in the house party of grappling, because nothing worse than a break in the action. So we bring the action to you. As we move on to our second fight, we're going to have Joseph Trinidad up against Samuel Fernandez. What we'll notice about Samuel Fernandez, he's going to be on the card again later today. We had a late opponent drop out, and he said, give me a second match. That's what we love to see inside the circle, and we will reward that, and we are underway. Fernandez in the red, white, and blue, but not for the USA.
No.
Up against Joseph Trinidad in the black and red.
Again, inside collar position. Looks like looking for almost a double head clinch here. A little bit of a level change, but pretty equal on the feet as of right now. Looks like both these guys have some strong necks. It might be hard to get that snap down without moving them a bit first. Okay, and still some hand fighting. It's on the feet.
Yes.
Just exchanging collar ties right now. I suspect someone's going to take a shot early, but it's going to be very hard for both guys unless they can kind of clear that elbow and get some kind of distinguished level change and or go for some kind of judo positioning here. Oh, there we go. A little bit of foot sweeps. There's a bit of that judo illusion I gave a moment ago.
Action here being monitored by the wonderful Giovanna. Referee veteran. She'll be doing the bare knuckle card in October.
Can she get me tickets?
Probably not.
Oh, all right. We tried.
She'll be there. Frank Yeager will be there.
Nice little pass. I know. I'm thinking about going. Nice. A way to staple the far leg there to make sure
into side. Nice.
He can get into side control.
Good control here by Fernandez.
And Fernandez might want to start walking towards the legs to turn the hips and knees away from himself, kind of eliminating any kind of shrimp here, because you see Trinidad's going to try to slide the bottom knee through here. That should be generally the objective.
Looks like Trinidad is being coached up here by Kade Sokolis as well. And Alec just hopped off the mat, hopped in the corner as well. So we might got some teammates.
Nice. Love to see that. And we have there, yes. Okay, so he swapped from that kind of north-south headlock position. Now he's kind of in a traditional side control.
Halfway through, 2 minutes in, 2 minutes to go.
It seems like Fernandez is trying to make him look away before he starts to lift that knee. And now he's prying at that forearm. Trinidad has the ability to kind of Heisman off, and push towards the armpit if he could get a little bit of room. And a bit of a frame here. Okay, so there's a bit of a handcuff around the back here that Fernandez has. He's going to look to
he's on that arm.
Over. Good, and now I believe he's going to try to probably take out that grip and go back towards more of a traditional Kimura.
Trinidad trying to hang on.
But he slips it out right from there.
And there's the
nice
tap. Samuel Fernandez drops the hammer. Winner by Kimura, I believe.
Yeah, no.
Winner by Kimura. Samuel Fernandez drops the hammer. And don't worry, if you thought that was exciting by Sam Fernandez, you're going to see him in just a couple matches again.
I could have been mistaken. It looked like the grip wasn't a traditional Kimura. It could have been, my eyes could have deceived me. But on top of that, just had the ability to reach across for kind of that Dagestani backpack position and then slowly ease it behind the back and be able to turn it up the spine enough to kind of get the tap there. But that was super impressive and super tricky, honestly.
Absolutely.
Got that right from side control.
Absolutely. Great stuff there from Samuel Fernandez. And we're going to kick it right back to the circle with our third match as we have Shuck up against Kevin Konopka. Kevin Konopka.
Big boys.
Kevin in the camo shorts, so some of you at home might not be able to see that he's wearing any pants. I promise he is. They're camo. Up against Shuck in, I want to say that's mainly a gray outfit. Is that a 10th Planet rash guard?
Kind
of looks like. I can't tell yet.
Takedown shorts, but there's a highly elevated underhook here by Kevin. So he's going to, look to, So he looked to kick through and get kind of that throw going. The
theme of today will definitely be large boys up inside the circle.
Big boys.
We've got some big boys here.
And I feel like he's trying to, So he's trying to play a lot of under-overs right now. I think the ultimate goal is going to be some kind of foot sweep and or hook.
New referee joining the action here. We got Justin up, reffing this one up.
And a little bit of an arm drag. Seems like first impressions, Kevin's a little more active with trying to move and go for the takedown, but you'll see here that Rob is starting to pry up on a Russian. Mm-hmm. I suspect he might try to foot sweep up a single leg.
Can confirm the 10th Planet rash guard.
There you go. Might be a key lock situation here as well. Looks like he's trying to stuff it in.
Oh, double overs. That
jack it up.
That means Kevin got the unders.
Big
toss
tip.
Him out of bounds as we go out.
Beautiful tosser.
Not really an establishment of any positioning there, so we're just going to start back up on our feet. Close to a dominant position, but by the time he got it, they were out. So
looks good on the proverbial scorecards.
Oh, if we can clip that for him later, it's going to look fantastic.
That's sick for the Instagram.
Win, lose, or draw. Just kidding, no draws here in this house party.
And he's back
Win
to
or
double
lose, he will have that clip.
Double underhooks is so strong. It's so tough to be.
And now that is that dominant side control position if we were to go out here.
Yeah, and he has a tight side control here. Looks like from my angle that he has maybe one knee up and the other one.
He's looking to climb up that opposite arm.
Yeah, so he's staying hugged real tight here. He's got to be, again, kind of aware that Rob's going to look to slip in that knee from the bottom. Oh, but he goes right
to
his
mount.
He's going to probably look to shove that bottom knee.
Rob doing a good job fighting his leg out underneath there.
So this is trickier. That's a big boy on top.
Absolutely.
If Kevin's able to drop his chest now that he has kind of
he's got a boot
gift wrap and that arm across, it's going to be very hard here for
and Rob's got to be careful not to get his back taken as well.
Yeah, that's where I sense this is going. So Kevin's foot is still caught in the middle here, so it might be a little tricky at first to go to any kind of arm bar or back transition, but it's right around the corner.
If he's able to lift him up there, too, he can settle back and underneath.
Yes. So he has the ability to kind of scoop. Now, I mean, the bigger boys kind of work on different premises.
They do.
If he wants to sit back and take the back from here, he's probably good to go with one foot in the middle. It's going to be a little looser, but, typically you want to try to get that boot out before you start sitting.
Almost steps through. Rob does a good job of re-gripping on that leg.
But there's nothing wrong with kind of hanging here and make him carry your weight for a moment or two, especially
looking
when
to
you
isolate that arm on the outside. Rob looking to bump.
So it looks like he just stepped over
And
entirely.
there's that full.
Nice. Now,
Looking to smother him a little.
little mother's milk. Catches that forearm for a second.
I got to be honest, Mother's Milk might be the most embarrassing way to get submitted if that were to happen to you.
It's the best name for a submission
It
at
is.
the very least.
How did you lose your match to El Mommy's Milk? Tough scenes.
So he's definitely, going to mother's milk, kind of make him sweat it a bit here. And it looks now. Ooh.
Bump.
He was going for S-mount, but he catches that front head.
40 seconds.
So he steps back over. He's going to go to the back here. A little bit of loose positioning. And it looks like he's got that arm underneath. He might try to elevate it to a key lock.
Rolls through. Good job by Rob avoiding that. That was very dangerous.
That was tricky. I wasn't sure if the strength was going to be able to kind of overcome the fact that nothing was technically
Looks like we got one boot in. Short time, though. 15 seconds.
Yep, so now he's going here. Seatbelt. Oh, starting to
10
pry at that
seconds.
wrist. Might want to try to throw something up, but positionally he did exceptionally well.
And with that, we are going to be heading to our first over. consecutive overtime.
Very
EBI
tricky.
overtime started here for Chris and Juan. Again, as I was saying earlier, last time Chris was on the card, he was not a happy camper that he had to go to overtime. He was verbally talking to the booth, letting him know, hey, when's this going to be over? I'm tired.
So the impression I get just off of watching that round is Chris is going to be tired breathing, but
He kept it moving.
Juan's going to be feeling it in his hips more. So Juan's muscles might be hitting that lactic
And
exhaustion.
this will be our first time seeing Juan in a dominant position as he's going to take the back here to start.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think the strategy's got to be by Chris, move fast, move. Guard retention. It's not always equivalent across the board as Juan looks to start prying at the hands. That kind of jiu-jitsu prowess from bottom usually alludes to pure jiu-jitsu, traditional jiu-jitsu position. So it's going to be tricky. Another way you could think of it is bringing that side, the locking side of the body triangle, to the ground and using
with
the
that,
ground to help.
That is a ride out for Juan Colon here in our first EBI. An escape wins it for him. A ride out is needed by Chris Sykes to extend it to our second overtime. Chris, unsurprisingly, going to take the back, I think.
Chris needs to be very careful here.
He's unsurprisingly going to take the back here. And again, a ride out extends it to overtime. Submission, of course, wins it as always. An escape would win it for Juan.
Chris needs to get his ear
We
to
are
ear.
underway. Minute to go. He doesn't go the body triangle route. He does cross his feet, which isn't great.
Gotta see. I think
He's doing a lot of squeezing.
He's really going for the finish here. I think
He's going to be dead if he doesn't get it. Those arms are going to be shot if he doesn't get it. It looks like there's a lot of space there.
He's coming off to the side a little too much. He's going to probably slip this right now. But Juan's definitely
No, it's not
comfortable. Yeah. Oh, but look at this. So he's starting to slip it back.
He's got to get a submission on. And that is the escape for Juan Colon, your winner by EBI Rideout. Juan Colon, your victor here.
Good match.
Inside the circle. Yeah, great back and forth. Definitely a clashing of styles there.
Another round.
This is incorrect. Justin. Josh, this is wrong. Juan rode him out and just got escaped. It's over. This
seems to be.
Juan Colon escaped and then rode him out. Juan won. We'll go out of bounds there. We're going to have it corrected here.
So the discrepancy comes from the fact that Juan rode out the entire period while Chris was not able to do so. So the correct winner.
We got it cleared up just a little bit, 30-second extra workout there, but your winner is Juan Colon. Good match there, good back and forth style there. Got it cleaned up. That's what we do here. That's why we have checks and balances here inside the circle. Get things corrected when we need to. But credit to Juan, he probably thought he won.
Yeah.
Right? And then the ref said, keep going. And he said, all right, whatever, I'll keep going.
Yeah, listen.
Love the attitude from both of them. They probably both were kind of confused, but they both were willing to keep going. That's what we want to see here inside the circle. But again, Juan Colon, your winner by EBI Rideout.
Got to respect the authority of the ref. Got a couple of gentlemen.
Over here to our next match, we will have DJ Henry. DJ Henry, as Giovanna cleans up a little bit of sweat off the mat. DJ Henry up against Khiem Doan.
Nice.
This will be a 225 amateur bout. And one thing you'll notice very quickly about DJ Henry, that is a thick neck. That is a monster neck.
God, I can see it from here.
I believe DJ Henry is from a wrestling background.
Those,
Howell High School, I believe.
Those
The
look
Predators.
like TCNJ Valley Tudo compression shorts, which is awfully scary.
Yeah, big neck.
Had a TCNJ kid fold me once, you know. You live by the sword,
But
you
yeah,
die by the sword.
DJ Henry here, black rash guard, our big neck up against Khiem Doan in the Superman rash guard. Wonderful shorts. He's winning the
Khiem Doan.
Khiem is winning the outfit matchup.
Muay Thai shorts with a Zack Snyder versus Superman rash is sick.
Yeah, no,
just go on.
He said, first and foremost, I'm going to compete in style.
Yep. Okay. Snap down here.
Yeah,
You can tell this is going to be the pace of this match. I just get the feeling DJ is going to look for the snap, come over the top.
I have to imagine Khiem does not want to go to the ADCC part.
So we got double. Yeah, I agree.
I wouldn't want to go there.
Double butterfly hooks, backs himself back out. Chill environment. DJ is going to keep looking for that snap, I feel. He might look to catch a front head here or just go for the go behind.
I got to be honest, it does. Although, obviously, DJ has the
Great shot.
stronger wrestling matchup as we see the takedown there. Khiem doesn't look uncomfortable on his feet.
No, I don't think it is. Listen, there's just some times where it's like, hey, listen, DJ's clearly a higher level wrestler, but we're not wrestling.
We're not.
So you could see
It only
there.
gets you so far.
Khiem's
Great
playing
leg to
for
his
guard. Yep, and he's trying to fish under here. So I think the key for Khiem's going to be look to fish under. Those are big, strong hips you're going under. But if you can get under there, you're going to probably take DJ out of his more natural habitat, assuming his jiu-jitsu, isn't the main strategy here. That being said, I know plenty of people that are high-level wrestlers, and they'll also leg lock and jitsi up as well.
I kind of noticed a lot of wrestlers like the leg lock game.
Well, I think it's kind of intuitive in a weird way because you'd think they wouldn't, but catch wrestling has a lot of foundation kind of in that world. As you see here, DJ gets a beautiful pass. And Khiem's doing a really good job, though, of just putting it all on the line, knows what he has to do, framing. So he's framing those hips right now in half guard. He's going to try to slip that bottom leg out and catch his guard again.
Great scramble there from Khiem. And I'm not sure what the weigh-ins are. I'm just guessing that Khiem's giving up some size.
I don't know where you would get that impression from. Could it be the fact that DJ's leg is the size of my torso?
And I believe Khiem's competed for us before, and last time he competed for us, he also gave up size there.
Yeah.
So a very willing competitor.
He's a soldier. I think, okay, so he looks to kick out the legs there, and you can tell as well. You got to
get off his back.
Yeah, you got to take it for what it's worth here. So DJ's clearly a good top pressure guy, and Khiem's holding his own, but now he finally gives it the pass, and he's going to that neck immediately.
And this might be one of the situations, even if he doesn't get under the neck, that's probably hurting.
Yeah, that definitely is hurting.
Great job getting his back to the mat quickly.
But DJ floats right back into side control, and he's controlling across. He's got that frame on the shoulder as well, but he made
Khiem
sure.
did a good job getting his leg there for half.
Arm triangle's got to be coming here, and God forbid this man squeezes an arm triangle.
Khiem's doing the right thing here on defense, but yeah, that doesn't look
That's got to be tricky.
All.
This could be the end of it right here. Tricky. He's got to really get flat and slide in. The key is going to be almost nailing an invisible nail through the floor with your shoulder.
Khiem's doing his best to hang on, but he's not really able to fight out of the position, which isn't great news.
It's hard when you're fully flat. A lot of people like to go there for the arm triangle, but DJ might benefit. Yeah, right from there. You almost want to tip him up on his side a bit and then go straight through the side of his neck.
And there's the tap.
Wow.
DJ Henry drops the hammer as the crowd erupts. Looks like he had a crowd with him here today.
Yeah.
DJ Henry, your winner by submission as he drops the hammer. Great stuff there from DJ Henry and Khiem Doan, both willing and able competitors, but DJ Henry, your winner inside the circle.
Henry, high-level wrestler, giant legs, sells tickets. This is exactly the type of guy you want in your organization.
I'm going to tap you out.
Yes, sir.
And it looks like we're going to have a surprise guest here inside the booth as Matt steps away, and we welcome in HCS owner, promoter, head referee, and probably some other stuff. Josh, welcome to the booth.
What's up? I'm going to be absolutely honest right now. We are waiting for Jose to make his entry into the building because no one believes that we start on time. If you notice, the first match was at 4:30. We're already going into match 6, being in the 30 minutes. So if you do compete for us, which I want you to, be punctual. I want to get you in and out of here, especially with the way Jose lost his opponent last night. And Samuel said, fine, I'll do 2 matches. So he's here, ready to go. We're just going to talk here, talk about the upcoming events, and so far good. Just to clarify what happened,
Chris and Juan Colon.
So the ref missed the escape via rideout. If you escape, beats rideout. So it was over there. Never needed to go to the ADCC. Luckily, we called it early. Luckily, both of them understood. Chris understood too. He was just excited to keep on competing.
Yeah, they both kind of like gave a look when it started in the ADCC. Or like, I guess we're going, but neither one of them seemed to really have a problem.
No,
with
I mean, it was a good
continuing.
match, you know.
So,
and especially losing by escape and not a sub, it's tough.
Yeah.
With the Amateur Invitational happening, you know, HCS 30 right back here, November 9th, we'll have 2 mats, and those are 2 guys that are probably in the bracket, you know. Those 2 can see each other. They're both very exciting. But so far, you know, cards start off hot. Again, another one of my hammer guys loses.
that was a good matchup, though.
It was good. It was good.
A lot
It
of
was
wrestling in that one.
two high schoolers, white belt wrestlers.
I love when there's a lat drop battle.
Yes.
In a jiu-jitsu event.
And then Noah was freaking out, but I had to remind him it's wrestling. It's okay. It's okay. he lost a lat drop.
I could tell that his body thought the match was over because he got pinned.
Yes.
But
he got knee on belly and he got
not
pinned.
the
but
case
it's
here in jiu-jitsu.
Not it. So again, we have a bunch of cool things happening. We showed you we're back next month, HCS 29, at the new Precision. There's rumors that they're building us something. I'm not going to say too much, but if what happens, it's going to be exciting. We're doing team duels for the girls. There's five positions on each, 2 for 135 and under, 2 for 145 and under, or 155 and under, and then someone for up top for the absolute. We're trying to get as many teams as we can. 115 Grand Prix, giving out $1,000, and then we're looking for all belts and weights. You know, we always love doing the female only. We'll probably be coming back on our YouTube channel. We love going out to Precision, and excited to see their new facility. They said it's even bigger, so it's great. And then again, we're back here November 9th for HCS 30. I can't believe we're going on to the 30th event. Last year, we did HCS 20 for the Amateur Invitational. It was a longer show, I've heard everyone. So when we come back here, we're going to have 2 mats. 2 mats will be rolling. We'll have probably about over 100 matches for the day. But we'll do split screen, all that, and keep it going. We're doing Amateur Invitational and Pro Team duels. This environment right now that I'm looking around the gym, it's going to be sick. It's going to be a good time. It will be a Sunday. We'll start early. We'll get you done. And then we're rounding up the year this year. December. We're doing a December show for the first time in 2 years. December 6th. We're doing the team playoff, and we just had exciting duels last week. All the rankings are all messed up right now. We're bringing 9 teams, but it's going to be an exciting day. Again, the house party never stops. 2026 is really cooking. I'm looking into my peripheral, seeing if I see Jose behind me. I saw someone check in, but I don't know if it was him. No, I don't think so.
All right.
So we're just going to put him on the clock. It's 5:04. We'll give him like another 5 minutes. If not, it'll be that. We'll continue there. We don't want to take too much time away. But let's look at this Grand Prix, right? Just stack bracket. We ended up only getting 6 guys. We had 2 pullouts. One got hurt, and one's dealing with some family stuff. So it was understandable. We're still giving out the $1,000. Didn't matter. And it's a possible rematch in the finals of Alex and Kyle, who Alex beat Kyle in the first pro duel. Right? That was a couple years ago. But Conor Dixon is in there. He has a win over Jon Perez at the arena match last year.
And Jon Perez was undefeated in the circle prior to that, I believe.
Well, Kyle beat him first.
Before Conor?
Yes. Conor beat him in
but
the
before he
arena.
competed to either of the guys in this bracket today, Jon was undefeated. So
there was a time that Jon was the scariest person at 205. And I'm glad he's back. I'm glad he's in this area. So it's going to be exciting. Tommy Redman is someone not to sleep on. He made his debut at the wild card in the Ironman, and
he's always going for it.
He's always going, and he's fun. You know,
he's one of those competitors that just doesn't give a shit. So he's going to go out there. He's going to compete. Doesn't matter his belt or his level or anything like that.
You know, I could see him ruining people's days right now. And then, man, it's going to be an exciting
We've seen
bracket.
it before in the Grand Prix. The wild card's won before, so
And obviously I'm going to say it, but I do still think our Grand Prix is one of the toughest tournaments to win. Multiple matches, and with the rules, man, it's just tough. You know, when we did 145 last year, when camera, oh, there's Jose. There he is. Jose, get changed. You're up.
You're up right now, actually.
Got like 5 minutes. All right,
so well, he's in the building, so that's good.
We'll continue. But yeah, I mean, Cameron Mellon last year came out and he's won almost everything underneath the sun, and he lost in the opening round. We've seen when Zach Shimos was the 1 seed, he got taken out. Cockle has always done what he's done. We were hoping to get Cockle in this one.
I was going to say, I'm surprised Cockle's not bumping up 60 pounds.
His fiance gave him the no. It was the only
too many.
weekend they had on the books to actually go away. And the amount that guy competes, I get it. He will be back next week for Fury Grappling. That's an exciting one. He'll be out there, the champ doing his champ things. Again, Kyle's been on the roll, and it's just exciting. Since we're just killing time, I kind of want to talk about more things we're doing next year, but I don't want to. Not yet, but this is the remaining of the schedule. There's Marissa. She'll be back in October. We're hoping Maya comes out, and they'll have their rematch and maybe the team duels. The 115 bracket's going to be stacked. Amanda Mazza's in it. Bobby's in it. Elise Shaw's in it. Lauren Sears is coming out from Texas again. She's coming out. She was in the 125 final last year, and she's coming back out. We've had a lot of turning variables for HCS 29. First, we had to change the date because of the stupid IBJF. Then we had to change venues. So she's been flexible. She's coming out from Austin, so I understood her little frustration. But we're still in PA, so now everything is good. But yeah.
We can kick it to our sponsors, give them a little shout out. We're killing some time here. Our sponsors.
Yeah.
We have All Jersey Mechanical, All Jersey all the time for all of your HVAC cooling needs. We have
Grand Prix sponsor. That's a Grand Prix sponsor. That's who's giving out the check. That's who's giving out the check.
So big shout out to them. The winner of the Grand Prix should give them a special thank you themselves. We have Savvy Fit soaps, really freaking natural. It's not just soaps. They got
candles, they got
and
lotions,
scents. And Josh, you've claimed that as a funk guy, you haven't gotten funk since you started using Savvy Fit soap.
Funk free since 2023. The only funk you need is inside the circle.
Absolutely. Clean up like a champion. We have ground standard.
Hold on. Use promo code HAMMER. Get 10% off.
Promo code HAMMER on
fresh.
Savvy Fit Soap. 10% off your purchase. Ground Standard Agency for all your martial arts business. And then we got Teep Territory, who's actually in the house today. I can't really see him behind me. But Teep Territory, they are for all of your grappling apparel needs. If you go to teep-territory.com and enter promo code HCS15, you'll get 15% off your purchase, which is exciting stuff. So if you need a new rash guard, they have a lot of fun stuff, fun collabs over there, so definitely go check them out. And as always, brought to you around the world by the one, the only AVP Live, your fight, your stream. That's all the sponsors. I came up with that one.
That was a good one.
That's a good one. I asked.
Do you want to run your intro again?
I can run the intro again. I mean, they already heard it.
It's
on Instagram too.
It looks like Jose is getting his water bottle out of his backpack. We're gonna give him
he's in shorts and a rash guard, so he's definitely making progress here. Samuel Fernandez pacing
and he's ready. I don't even think Jose has a coach.
So maybe you can go.
I'm gonna go
talk
back.
To Jose. We'll get Matt back in here, and then we'll get underway.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
All right, sounds good. We're gonna be inside the circle just in a second here as we welcome Matt back into the booth.
Death, taxes, and HCS.
Samuel Fernandez doing his pacing, staying ready for his opponent, who, again, it's going to be tough. He hopped out the car into the circle.
He pushed start the whip and brought it straight to life.
So we'll see what happens here. And we're good to kick it inside the circle as Giovanna is going to welcome our ready competitors in. Again, it will be Samuel Fernandez up against Jose Hernandez. We have Fernandez versus Hernandez.
I love rhyming words.
And maybe we should only refer to them by their last names and confuse those at home?
Yeah.
Probably not. All right, Samuel Fernandez again back inside the circle from earlier in his red, white, and blue rash guard up against Jose Hernandez in the all-black. Hernandez backing straight up. Got to be careful of that stall.
Flipping the hips. Looking like a Muay Thai fighter on the way back, but now
doing a better job circling in.
Looks like Samuel's looking to grab.
Nice shot.
All right.
Good scramble from Sam.
Good entry, absolutely, but he's not able to get a hold of a leg. But the level change is a good sign.
So, Jose's got to be careful with backing out. He cannot afford a start this early into the contest.
I think there should be a warning soon, respectfully.
He's doing a good job.
Level change.
Nice shot.
Right into side control. Now north-south.
Great stuff there. He heard the commentators asking for more, and he said, fine, here you go.
He wanted him to step in from the looks of it, so drew him in, level change.
Caught Sam napping a little.
Very good, and now we're back into an open guard scenario. Lets him back to the feet. Interesting. Might just be playing for takedowns.
He's competing almost completely, perpendicular to his opponent.
He's very vibey. Feel like he He's definitely okay
He's
with
gotta
backing
keep
up.
circling.
Yeah, he's definitely okay with backing up, which isn't a great sign, but I think it's because he's trying to draw Samuel in
Looking to
now.
pass from his feet.
Yeah, we're going right in here. Looks like Samuel might be looking to trying to frame here. He's got to probably start working that top arm either across the neck or on the far shoulder, and it looks like he is now from my point of view with a butterfly hook in as well. Okay. And then Jose is back out, and Samuel's in on a single
Right
leg.
in on that leg.
Hard wizard here. Samuel
Good pressure from Jose.
Kate's that
From the other
underhook.
side.
Goes back down.
Nice sweep from
And
Sam.
Samuel's looking for the leg here, and he might exactly have it. He's going to knee bar.
Again, we cannot twist. For those
Might
at
be-
home calling for it. Halfway through, 2 minutes in, 2 minutes to go.
I think the frame is making this a little tough for Samuel. I think he should keep changing the knee bar, and it's going to be right there. He's going to want to triangle his
And if he
legs
can come
if
over
possible.
top, too.
A little tricky. Now he needs to be careful because his hips... Okay, here he is. He's back on the leg. I like the leg attack here. The problem is that it looks like Jose is kind of preventing, some kind of... Oh, we got a toe hold, I believe, from Jose.
Which is extremely hard to finish in a no.
It's going to be...
Lock scenario.
It's tough, and the problem is when you swim underneath it, now you have Samuel on top, and it looks like he's going to catch an arm triangle or at least use this to get to the back, sliding that right knee up now. And he's got a gable grip. He's going rear naked choke grip here,
And that
which
looks
is
tight.
It is doable on the side here, so he's got to try to keep the back or
The
come to
angle-
mount
The
now.
angle definitely didn't help him out there, but that was a good grip underneath.
Definitely. Got to be careful when you go for that. It's a little bit tricky. What you can do, some people waving in the background of the stream.
Minute to go.
And we got double boots in on the back.
And now, if he's able to attack under the chin, be some dangerous stuff for Jose.
My visibility's a little skewed because of the coach here. There we go. That's better. And looks like just kind of a traditional.
Luke, actually, our line judge.
Oh.
Line judge. Make sure we're staying in bounds.
Thought he was a coach.
He's a ref in training.
I'm such a nerd and loser for that
No, we
one.
wouldn't let our coach run around like that.
Sorry, Luke.
They got to stay in their corner. Yeah, Luke, referee in training.
Shout out Luke. Yeah, study up, young blood. All right, so the body triangle's in the bottom
And it's
here,
out.
which it helps to the exit. Ooh. So
19 seconds.
he's going to
Nice
come out the back door.
Jose's competing in a way that's unorthodox.
Screams wrestler.
He's kind of.
Screams wrestler. He looked to kind of underhook the leg and
It's
scoot
working
out
out
the
for
back.
him so far, though.
Nothing wrong. No, listen, I can. But some of the best people in the world scream wrestler. Nothing wrong with it. I think he just likes to go to those wrestling positions first as time expires.
Yep, we will be going to overtime here as we will have our EBI overtime.
Oh, food truck.
Nice flip of the coin there for Giovanna.
Food truck pizza outside. Did you know they have food trucks for Italian food?
I've seen him before.
I got to get out.
Like a post-wedding is a pizza food truck, an elite post-wedding meal option. If you're a couple at home listening, looking to think about what you're going to do for post-meal snack, pizza truck, not a bad option.
Can't tell you which one. I don't think they're a sponsor.
I don't know who they are.
They're
honestly.
cooked. Won't get my marketing. All right, and straight to the back here. Looks like he just kind of has a traditional seatbelt, and
He thought about a body triangle, but he's just sticking his boot back in.
yeah, his bottom foot's caught there, which is pretty. It means Jose's not going to move much, but it's also preventing Samuel from doing a lot. So.
And a lot of Jose's movement we've seen has kind of been like, it looks like he's in a bad spot, and all of a sudden it kind of just pops up out of nowhere.
Yeah, listen, I think when I say he's kind of got that wrestling style, it doesn't mean that he doesn't have jiu-jitsu prowess, but it's almost like he's looking to find that inch of space and then explode, which is... And double boots in, and he's going to look to flatten out here. It's a very good habit to have if you know when to use it.
20 seconds.
Jose here just kind of holding firm.
Now, he is running out of time to get out.
Yes, no, and double boots while someone's on top
Clears a
of
boot
you.
there.
Yeah, so
Got 10 seconds. He's got to go now. Again, it's 10 seconds, but you need 3 seconds to actually get out.
So let's see Samuel's IQ here and just
with that 3
maintain.
seconds, we are going to run out of time. And that is a ride out by Samuel Fernandez, putting him in a great position here as we go into the second EBI, as Jose will take the arm, which I like here when you get ridden out. Kind of go for the bigger go home.
Yeah,
The submission wins it. It's going to be hard when you're smaller like this to ride him out anyway.
Jose
Trying to find that submission and take it home.
Jose was fiery, kind of throwing Samuel's leg off there. We'll see here. Now, the short stature, if he can pinch these knees and really be a powerhouse,
And we're
it's
underway.
hard to combat.
He's fighting on that arm. Let's see if he can find it. And he
Ooh, he's
cannot.
straight out.
As Samuel Fernandez escapes and is your winner by EBI rideout. That's 2 matches on the day for Samuel Fernandez. That's 2 wins on the day for Samuel Fernandez, your winner here in overtime 1. Great day for Samuel Fernandez. Steps up to take that second match and wins it.
Samuel Fernandez has more wins than I do in like the past 2 years. I don't compete much, but hey, there's something. You go, Samuel Fernandez, you go. He walked by us. I don't think he heard me. Probably just looked strange to him.
Probably doesn't care who you are.
Yeah, he's like, yo, who's this dork with the hairline?
This dude. Speaking of the hairline, have you thought about Turkey?
As
As a man who will be balding one day myself.
To be continued. Yeah, I think about Turkey more often than I should. Think about it a lot, actually.
And we look into the circle. They're wearing pretty much the same color, so man bun is how I'm going to be describing it. We
Yeah.
have Abdul Saeed with the man bun in the back, the tiny little man bun, up against Noah McLaughlin.
Abdul Saeed.
Abdul Saeed pulling guard right away.
I train with him often. He likes leg entanglements. He's someone that you got to be careful not to let underneath you too much. But Noah immediately exploding, trying to hop over.
And Noah very familiar with our HCS programming here. He's been on many cards recently.
So it's going to be
Around that neck.
It's tricky here to do anything from half guard, but it looks like Noah's going to be quick to kind of pry at that leg with that.
Noah's always on the attack. That's his style. He's always go, go, go.
Wrapping the neck here is a good way to slow down Abdual, but it definitely need to be, again, privy to the fact that he likes to play from guard, he likes to play from bottom. You know, he's been working on his wrestling a lot, but I'd say this is where he kind of lives. So Noah here is doing a good job just kind of, you know, keeping the frames in place or, you know, preventing Abdual from advancing too much, and good floating past their attempts, but Abdual kind of keeps a butterfly hook and follows correctly. Looking for an arm drag, but Noah
Nice side.
counters with an awesome pass there. And he's going for kind of a pseudo neck crank here. And now he's got a head and arm, so he's got to be careful, Abdual. That arm is going across a lot, which could make an arming guillotine very reputable choice here by Noah. But, Peruvian necktie attempt. Looks like he didn't get the... Looks like one of the legs did not get all the way over, but he is using the variation with the shin pushing. This is dangerous for Abdual. This could end it if he's not careful. Good defense there, and
he's gonna
Abdual
end up on
catches
top.
top position. Very well done. I don't want to be a jerk, but you know, me and Abdual roll a lot, and I throw a couple Peruvians. He might have helped him out by proxy. So you're welcome, Abdual.
If he doesn't come up to you after and thank you, I will personally yell at him.
Yeah, well, he's not.
2 minutes in, 2 minutes to go.
Bit of a close guard position here. Ooh, armbar attempt, very slick. I was gonna say Noah looks like
That looks dangerous.
steep. Abdul's gonna look for. All right, he's gonna use the legs.
And there's the tap.
Gets
Noah
the tap.
McLaughlin, as the corner erupts, drops the hammer, winner by submission with the armbar. Noah McLaughlin drops the hammer. That was an aggressive approach from Noah McLaughlin, always on the attack, and it paid off beautifully.
He just seemed. That was the first time I ever saw him compete. Noah seemed like the type of guy with a super slick, active guard, someone that will open the hips, take chances, and go on the attack, and that's exactly what we saw with the armbar attempt.
Noah McLaughlin definitely one to watch as he rises up the HCS ranks. Again, HCS 29, our women's only card, live on October 25th from Precision Jiu-Jitsu. We will have women's team duels, women's super fights, and our 115 Grand Prix with $1,000 on the line. If you are interested, please hit us up on Instagram, and we would love to have you. Followed up on November 9th, we'll be back here in Rawway Rec Center for HCS 30, the house party of grappling, as we will have our amateur invitational protein duels, and we'll kick it away to our next match. We have Kade Sokolis up against Sam Ruiz. Kade Sokolis in the American flag shorts.
And he just tried to hop over for a triangle, and now he just caught one. This is going to be tight.
Sam Ruiz in the red and black.
He's already got something locked up. He's going bar right now. He's going
Kade Sokolis is on the attack.
That is, dude, he is sharp already. Now he's going to look to mount. If he pinches his knees and kind of sits
And
his
there's
butt.
the tap.
Nice.
Kade Sokolis said, I got somewhere to be, as he drops the hammer. Winner by submission. That is his second week in a row competing, second week in a row winning, second week in a row winning in 30 seconds for Kade Sokolis.
You got to feel for Sam, and the only reason I'm going to say that as well, sometimes people just come out of the gate firing, and there's kind of that, adrenaline shock. I think that probably is what happened there. It was just so fiery and so fast. Probably caught him off guard a little, but listen, Kade looks like a stud. His hips, again, he was quick to hop over.
Yeah, Kade, in our last precision card, his opponent never showed up. Felt bad for the guy, said, we're going to get you a fight. And he said, yeah, you better, because he wanted to show off like he did today. Wins back-to-back HCS events in style. He's also one to watch here. Him and Mclaughlin with two very impressive back-to-back performances. As we will move on to our next matchup, we have Ahmed Carmino up against Bobby Nabayama. That's a fun one to say, Nabayama.
Yeah.
We will have Bobby in the black tank top.
Wow.
With the black, what are those, leg spats or something?
Yeah, he's got like the 3/4 spats.
Up against Ahmed Carmino in the black and blue. I don't think his gear matches. I don't like the navy blue with the black.
Ahmed, beautiful kind of sweeping single, but right into a leg entanglement. Now they both have ankle locks. This could be a quick one, belly down ankle lock.
And there's the tap.
Wow.
Another quick one as Bobby Nabayama drops the hammer, winner by submission right away. He said, Kade, you thought you were fast. You want to see what fast is? 15 seconds it takes for Bobby Nabayama to drop the hammer, winner by submission. An impressive debut for Bobby Nabayama.
Tank top guys are scary.
I'm upset that ended so quickly. I was so excited to keep saying Nabayama.
Yeah, no, I mean, to be honest, that was really good on both guys. You saw the sweeping kind of single attempt, was able to take down Bobby, but he was right into the leg entanglement. And then they both kind of had each other in like a straight ankle lock situation. I thought Bobby was going to get it from the belly down position, and they wound up rolling through once or twice, and he was able to kind of get there. From what I saw, it looked like that belly down, but they both kind of had it. It was really interesting. I didn't know who was going to come out on top.
Absolutely,
there.
And we haven't had a chance to talk about it. We moved on to our pro bouts after Noah. We just didn't get to talk about it because they've all been submitting so quickly.
Yeah.
We are now at the 6-minute portion. Twisting leg locks are allowed, which we just saw coming. Yeah. So I wanted to point that out real quick, but we move right along up to Dustin Brooks up against Nicholas Hill, and I gotta be honest, this is the first fight where they didn't check in.
Nice.
And I don't know who's who.
Dustin Brooks is the teal.
There we go.
Rash
Dustin
guard.
Brooks in the teal rash guard, red shorts up against Nicholas Hill in the all black.
Dustin I know also as well. I trained with him at a Pure
That's why
MMA.
we have Matt Stavrakis in the booth, a wealth of knowledge.
On top of that, teal with red shorts. Interesting. Bold
so
take.
it didn't pay off in the last one where it didn't match.
Oh,
we saw a
drag
loser.
attempt.
So we're going to see if he can break the not matching curse, because his opponent, I said all black, that's some cheetah print.
No, it's definitely
head to toe awesomeness.
And he was pretty fast with the arm drag attempt as well. But I do know Dustin
And he
has
got
a wrestling
clearly a
background.
fresh cut and beard done for this.
Absolutely.
So he said, I'm going to come in style. Dustin Brooks said, what if I wore things that don't go together?
Arm drag attempt. I bet Dustin is going to look to wrestle here soon, because he as well is a good wrestler.
Yeah.
Looks for the body lock.
I was say, that body lock got close there.
But, good on Nicholas trying to kind of catch that front head position. Now he's going for a little bit of a grip, but I think he realizes quick he wants to kind of get away and resettle his grip. He's looking to dig in here as they have a palm-to-palm and slide by attempt by Nicholas. Underhook thrown in by Dustin. And back to neutral. I like Dustin throwing in the fake shots there, kind of getting them to think. These big boys, if you can get them to move a little. And another fake shot there by Nicholas, and he drops way to the floor. As a big guy, I don't move like that. That's pretty impressive.
Got to shout out the moving camera angles we've seen today.
Yeah.
All the action picked up by AVP Live.
Yeah.
Oh, nice
double leg
blast
attempt,
double.
and he gets through.
Runs through him.
Now that's dropping the hammer.
That was an exciting blast double there from Dustin Brooks.
A little bit of rubber guard action from the big boy.
You don't see that often up top in the weights.
Yeah, I was going to say, a big boy coming from full guard, and Dustin almost gets through.
Surprising. This is 220.
Really?
They look huge for 220.
They're jacked. Both these guys are jacked. And look, Nicholas has a little bit, he's got that gable grip, so he's going to look to extend up top and kind of pull out the leg of Dustin here. Dustin's got extremely heavy hips, but that's a really good position here by Nick. Hope he doesn't mind if I call him Nick as opposed to Nicholas. My bad, brother.
Call him Mr. Hill now.
And now he has the guard locked up while he pries. He might even look to kind of... curious. He might walk his hands out and try to kind of butt bump back, knock Dustin over if Dustin is really strong to keep defending this leg lock here.
That's a lot of weight to roll over your head.
Yeah, but see, this gable grip on the leg is strong. He can continue to keep prying. He's got to just try to get his hips underneath and keep sticking with it, but the crossface
Dustin's doing a good job of keeping his weight low and pressure on, but
now the weight's up.
An explosion
Ooh,
there
good
for Nick.
crossface, and now we're to the back. Almost near a gift wrap. So Dustin obviously can look for that gift wrap here, but it's important. He's kind of hugging his chest directly to him. He's got to be careful that Nicholas doesn't slip out the bottom here.
It's interesting if they show him in the corner. Billy
good
Amaro is warming up by sitting down in the corner coaching.
Yeah, that's a very Billy thing to do.
Yeah,
I know him too.
Not much of a warm up we got going on here.
Yeah, but Nicholas with a fantastic escape again. Dustin went to kind of start sitting to the back take, and when he did, Nick was prepared to keep kind of going through, came up on top, and now he's looking to pass the guard. He's trying to weave Dustin's top arm kind of through, but actually Dustin's got the wrist control now that I see it.
As the wealth of knowledge, do you, never mind, I just heard him say, Conor Dixon in the corner for Nicholas Hill.
Yes, Conor Dixon.
I was going to ask you if you knew which one he was coaching, but then he just said it. So
yeah, I was familiar with I didn't even know I knew Nicholas Hill, but again, by proxy, I saw him at a former HCS event. Very, very mobile, very dynamic for a big guy. And you see here he's doing a good job of starting to pry on the head of Dustin.
4 minutes in, 2 to go.
He's got to be careful hanging that leg, but he does kind of have a pseudo pendulum sweep there.
Something on the mind? Missing your pendulum?
Dude, that's crazy. Caught in 4K is insane.
Dustin is doing a good job this whole time keeping his weight low so he can keep that pressure on without the preventing the sweep attempts here from Nick.
It's very hard to kind of scoot someone off. Nicholas started posting on the hips there, but you can see now Dustin's kind of hooked in. He's getting heavy, and he's just kind of hand fighting here. It's not exactly a grip. It's not exactly a pummeling. He even kind of went to a smother there, but, just kind of framing on the inside, staying in good position, allows Nicholas to back up, which is tricky because I think he's going to try to swim underneath, but Dustin's just so strong on top. And look at the hips flatten out. That again, it's kind of that top pressure style, but a Kimura is locked up by Nicholas. Now it is stuffed in the hip of Dustin, so Nicholas is going to try to pry it out here and put it to the back, but he uses it to roll the mount. Awesome. I can't actually see. I believe he lost the lock, yes, but now he has a mounted position here where he's starting to favor the knee on the left side, which gives me the impression he's going to slide it up. Oh, now he starts the hand fight there. Yep, there he is, sliding up that left knee. The right knee is going to come off the mat. He might be looking for an S-mount type of armbar here.
30 seconds remain here in the opening period.
Got to be aware of short time. He starts to put the arm across.
Gets aggressive. Nice little bump out.
Wow.
That felt like some physics there, some big weight bouncing off the mat.
Shot attempt by Nicholas. Yeah, an object in motion stays in motion. An object at rest stays in rest.
That's what Einstein said to me.
I thought I saw that in a pharmaceutical commercial once, but yeah, same. Oh, guard pulling attempt, leg across. Yeah, it's clear here that the battle that we've seen through the match is Dustin using a lot of top pressure, trying to kind of methodically pass, as Nicholas is looking to say, hey, hop into this guard and go underneath, look for a leg entanglement, look for sweeps, and, take top that way.
But we will move to overtime, and honestly, I don't favor a side here. Oh, look at the coin roll! The disc rolls all the way off the mat.
That's crazy.
That's a strong disc.
That's crazy. The gods favor no man in this battle of the beast.
We're going to try that flip again. Better flip that time as we do have it land.
It's great. Yo, someone get that coin checked out. That's the dealer's coin, man. There's something going on. Some Vegas activity.
We did check it out to make sure it's not rigged either way. Nick will choose the back here to start in our opening EBI.
It's been the day. Nick has kind of that jitsy style, so he's going to be active with the hooks. Yeah, the clock's going now.
Clock going now.
I imagine he's pretty dynamic here, just the way his guard looked. Usually when you're active in the guard, you're active in a lot of these different traditional jiu-jitsu scenarios. Looks like he might be getting somewhere on the neck with a palm-to-palm grip, but I can't really see from here. Looks like Dustin's starting to squeeze out, though. He's got to keep trying to get over that bottom leg.
Nick would be served by trying to get his boot back in.
Nick's transitioning very well. He's floating
30
from
seconds.
top to bottom. And he does seem to have kind of a gift wrap attempt. Might be in his best
But
interest
he
to
needs
try
to put on that submission soon here because Dustin's close to getting out.
20 seconds, and this is interesting. He started to not necessarily go for a back triangle, but he's definitely looking to isolate with his legs, and now he's looking to pry at that arm. He's probably,
10
again,
seconds.
arm lock is coming here. He's going to use the shin against the back of the head, maybe force a roll, maybe try to finish in this belly facing the leg scenario here. Dustin's got to be careful not to let that arm go
And
straight.
that is a ride out by Nick
That's awesome.
Costello. It looked dangerous for a little bit there, but he does hang on
That's
as he rides out Dustin Brooks in our first DBI.
That's an extremely active ride out. Threw
Yes.
on, kept a really good position against a guy that's definitely explosive.
And threatening with the submission the
Threatening,
whole time
yup.
is what kept it under wraps there.
It's counterintuitive. Sometimes when you're trying to hold someone down, dedicating to holding them down is the best thing. Sometimes going for the subs will be enough to deter them from the escape. If you're always defending, you can't really
Dustin
start
looks
moving.
to his corner. Had a hard time making his decision here.
It's kind of some old-fashioned wrestling. You want top, you want
He's
bottom.
taking the side. Again, after getting ridden out, that might be the move. Nope, never. Nick laid down flat, so I thought he was going side, but Dustin is taking the back.
Nick just
never
vibing.
mind. I do think after you get ridden out, side, if you have an arm bar or you like an arm, it's the way to go.
Yeah.
But we'll see if it pays off here. Dustin confident he can maybe ride him out himself. Submission always wins, though. So.
I think the challenge is going to be, I think he's going to be looking from the sub. Again, Dustin's obviously strong, top pressure. You got to be careful not to give up the lock on bottom, which Nick's starting to go over.
Dustin's
but
doing a good job scooting around with him.
Dustin's also locked his feet between the legs, so he kind of has a half back take or, back half, whatever you want to call it.
And he's got a good grip around up top.
So the challenge is going to be, can you hold him
30 seconds.
for 30 seconds? And then on top of that, are you going to gas your grips for the next round? So he has to be careful there, Dustin. But he's doing a good job holding him. He's just got to keep trying to scoot underneath and play that battle.
Fought the grip for a second there. Dustin does a good job relocking it up.
Yeah, listen, it's tricky.
Short time here.
And this is
10 seconds.
This is in its own right very impressive. Dustin's got to keep trying to grind underneath the back. You can't let him get his back flat.
And since it takes a full 3 to get out, we are going to go to our second overtime, our ADCC overtime. 3 minutes to work. First to a dominant position will win. This is now 8 minutes into the match. We just put another 3 on the clock.
If I'm Dustin, I'm setting up a shot.
Last double's got to come out of the
I'm
pocket.
not letting Nick play for guard. I think whoever gets to their bread and butter first is going to win this match. So if I'm Dustin, I'm looking to wrestle. If I'm Nick, I'm looking to disengage, play underneath.
It's not advised to play for that last DBI because 1 time matters, but 2, you'll be 11 minutes in.
Good shot here.
That's
Blast
the blast
the
double, but
Did
good
not
job
get to
out,
Sykes.
not stepping outside of the guard there. The thing about the blast double, it looks very cool, but it's a very straight shot. You don't get that opportunity to cut to an angle.
We're to the back. Wow, back
go
to
out of
center.
bounds. They do go out of bounds. He had no hooks in. That would not be a dominant position.
Dustin seems to be checking out the rule set here. Back. Both guys still look pretty good, though. Again, big bodies, a lot of muscle to move around, a lot
It was
of
a
energy.
nice shot, but yeah, that blast double just doesn't set you up to get off to an angle. Nick looking trip, front head
Front
from
head,
Dustin.
snap down.
He's got to be careful. He almost pulled him onto himself there. Does a good job. He needs
Very
to
well
find his
done.
hooks.
Goes for
Good
a cradle there.
That's almost side there.
Yeah, tricky.
Nick does a good job of transitioning out. Cradle again.
He's going to snap him down here, I suspect. He's going to look to bounce the head like a basketball. Yup, down
And the
to knee.
ADCC just always favors the wrestler. The one who's got the better wrestler is going to be able to control where we're at. But Nick's doing a good job fighting everything off.
But I'd argue the jiu-jitsu positions, the submission positions favor the jiu-jitsu
Absolutely.
styles. So
Yeah,
it's
EBI,
very-
I think you'd rather be the jiu-jitsu guy.
Yes.
Get to the ADCC, I think favors the wrestling.
Got to look to throw in some legs
That's
here.
why they call it mixed martial arts, am I right?
This guy, one
That's
boot
one
in.
boot. That's one boot. He needs a second.
There it is. And now 3
And
seconds
there
to
is the
hold.
dominant position with your
Awesome.
3-second hold. Dustin Brooks, your winner in the ADCC overtime.
Another-
Dustin Brooks, winner by dominant position. A great back and forth there from the big boys. Sometimes when you get the big boys in the longer matches, you get worried that they're not going to bring the action. Not the case here. Back and forth the whole time.
Something to be said when the big boys are moving. Again, a clash of styles. Didn't look the same on both sides, but it's something to be said. They both had a gas tank. They were both working throughout, and those EBI scenarios, when you get past them, it does favor the wrestler.
Absolutely.
Oh,
and
no,
we
this
are
one.
now moving into our next one. And again, this might be the most anticipated matchup on the card outside of the Grand Prix. We have Billy Liamero up against Jack McCaffrey, and in highly anticipated matchup. Again, folks, they've each pulled out once before. This is the third attempt at making it happen.
Can I tell you what Billy told me?
To go down. What did Billy tell you?
Billy told me before the match, he had a message. He said, "Welcome to my DAR seminar." So
Welcome to his dark. Calling a shot. Billy known to do that. He's done it before. Let's see if he can do it again. Known to call his shot. He's clearly mapping it out. I will say Jack McCaffrey has a juicy cauliflower ear.
That's a mad ear.
When he checked in, I looked at it and I said, that happened yesterday, didn't it? He said 2 days ago. And that thing is juicy.
There was a pep talk, I assume that was by Josh, to kind of say, hey guys, let's keep it clean. I have to imagine Jack is going to look to shoot early and go for a big takedown. Now, the trick is going to be Billy is quite deceptive himself. So
he
I
likes
think
working off his back very long.
He likes the buggy chokes. He likes the positions that you think you're getting ahead.
And Josh actually stepping in to ref this one up, making sure we keep things under control. As we are 6 minutes in.
Right then, so some long frames from these two. You know,
Yeah,
they're very
absolutely.
framey voice. Billy did tell me as well. He's like, I want to wrestle. And I mean, I get the impression Jack's a wrestler. Going head-to-head immediately. Little wrist control
I'm
there.
not exactly sure his background, but
I'm not either.
potentially.
I think when the year's that cool, dude, you got to wrestle. Like, I think that's got to be it.
Could be.
Just looking for the
But
inside control.
It's fresh. He's not young enough to be wrestling actively, so that could have happened. Maybe he's an MMA guy.
Maybe.
Could have gotten punched in the air at practice the other day.
Maybe. Billy looking for a little pseudo slide by snap there.
Some jiu-jitsu guys got some of the nastiest years I've ever seen.
The snap down tells me he wrestles.
Yeah, I'm not saying
Yeah.
that. The comfortability of being on his feet,
Yeah.
you got to assume.
Billy got snapped pretty effectively there.
Oh, Billy went for a snap, and Jack just kind of dove his head out, make Billy look a little silly.
He's slippery in the clinch.
For those at home watching, I guess I should have clarified. Billy in the blue
Navy.
and white, Jack in the all black. As Jack is looking to push him straight out. That's a shot out of bounds.
Nice. Hey, Jack, way to shoot him out of bounds. Hey, way to stay active.
Absolutely. Billy will have to be careful with that situation. If it happens, a time or two more, that could be a stall. But
that's mad awareness.
Billy, one of our most experienced HCS vets, I'm sure he's very aware of how to avoid that.
Again, Billy is someone who is deceptive in the way of, he'll get taken down, he'll play for position, and then when the time is right, he snaps on something that you might not see. He's very long as well. He's tricky. He's not someone to be taken lightly in a weird way.
There's the snap, and Billy's saying, all right, maybe we can get on the mat here.
Yeah, so him and Jack now back in the clinch. Jack backs up. I think he just wants the space to kind of start going for his open guard attacks. Billy's saying, hey, give me those wrists.
Yeah, Billy doing a good job of having that active guard. Again, as we say in HCS, you can pull guard, but you still have to remain active. If you pull guard and lay there, that's a stall. If you pull guard an inch forward, as Billy's been doing, that's absolutely fine.
So Jack right there. Again, trying to scoop him up, kind of take him to his butt.
Good guard control there from Billy.
Yeah, listen, I think
that's some long leg.
I think if you're Billy, you got to come in with the mentality of let me not try to be someone I'm not. Let me play my guard. He had a body triangle from bottom there, interestingly enough, but I think it's more about the fact of let's fish for subs in a controlled manner. Don't jump, don't reach, don't go too far. Just be active with your attacks and look for it. So now you have Jack on top, and it looks like Billy's trying to just kind of pin the wrist and look for maybe an arm lock or something of that nature. And Jack now returning the favor, looking for kind of inside control. Your line judge in training's name was Luke. He just scooted out of the way from. Shout out to Luke. Thank you, bro. So now closed guard and Jack's kind of standing up. I wouldn't be surprised if Billy unlocks and tries to fish underneath, maybe for a leg entanglement. Again, I train a lot with Billy. I think the goal here is going to be just to go through your positions and climb up. Jack going right to the body lock.
Halfway to go. 3 minutes left here in the opening period. Round, whatever we want to call it.
Yeah, it's
There's only one of them.
Yeah, so now Billy's being a little tricky. See him kind of start to angle here. Might be looking for a kind of...
And I will say here for Billy, I don't want to. If I'm Jack, I don't want to go to overtime with him. He's been in this role set so many times. He knows the game, as we've seen from our HCS vets in the past. There is a way to approach the matchup where you can really set yourself up well in those overtimes.
Well,
if you're not as familiar, it could get dangerous.
Billy does have the body. He keeps going for the body triangle, which when you have a body triangle from bottom, it usually insinuates, hey, I'm okay with being here.
Absolutely.
I want to keep you still, and I'm okay with being still. Where he needs to be careful is Jack in the front head, because wrestlers are notoriously good. One, getting to the back from there, which did a really good job catching the gift wrap, and now he's stuffing that arm really through. He wants to keep it secure. Yep, and now he's going to start to look knee on belly, but just kind of scoot there again. Bit of a cradle position. And just knee in, knee out, just stuffing the arm across.
Billy doing a good job not getting overzealous.
Arm triangle is on. He's got to be careful here. Now
does a good job getting his hand to his face there.
Yeah, but that can't always stop it, so he needs to be careful.
Yeah, he was late. He was late getting there.
Jack needs to get as low and sink as much as possible. Good defense there.
But he's got to be careful now with his back. Good job transitioning there from Billy as Jack breaks away a little bit, and we're back to our feet, kind of. Now we're back to our feet.
Good submission attempt there by Jack.
Yes, absolutely.
Also noted to be said, though, the squeezing could be draining the arms a little bit. It doesn't take much when you're tired. I think Jack here is going to plan to shoot him out of bounds again. Snap down there. Again, Billy's a little too complacent there for my like. Gets to the back, but no boots scooted in. Billy needs to, keep fighting those hands. You can't let him start to throw in boots and such. But I think Billy seems to be playing a little too much for overtime for my liking. Either that or Jack's kind of offensive onslaught here is just kind of making them tired. And just draining him a little, because it's clear as day Jack's got some physicality to him. So now he goes back to kind of not quite a gift wrap scenario, but he's pretty well set up with the knees close to Billy's body. Now he looks like he's got that gift wrap, and he's going to sit back. Billy brings his knees up to kind of prevent the boots in. Got 15 seconds here. He starts to scoot. Looks like this one's going to make it to OT. But, really good control by Jack. And, good job by Billy just staying flexible, not giving up too much, fending off a pretty solid submission attempt.
As we will go to overtime.
Very excited to see the overtime rules. Look at them sitting together. They don't know it. But, when it comes down to it, when the trash talk's all done, when it's all said and done, there's two good combatants. I bet they still have a lot of respect. Billy's smiling at me. I hate this guy, bro. Billy's smiling at me. He's in good spirits, which is good. Him on the back could be tricky again. But I'm also taking it from the perspective of me being 5'7", and they're both long.
And
so
right to the body triangle. That's a dangerous place to be with Billy.
That's very good. Now he needs to be patient. He needs to be calm. Can't rush. Don't get overzealous. And look for your sub. That body triangle is a good start. Now Jack would benefit, again, from going to the side that the lock's on, which is easier said than done, and then starting to back step and to undo the lock with his legs. Right now, again, looks like Billy's starting to slide that arm over. Now he starts going.
That looks...
And he can get that from there.
Tight.
He's sliding that very deep.
30 seconds.
If he just keeps the squeeze on, there's
the tap. Billy Liamero finds the tap. It's not over, though.
Yes.
That's how the EBI works.
Now he needs to prevent it.
Now he sets himself beautifully. A ride out, that's fine. Escape, that's fine. He just can't get
no subs.
Submitted. If he does get submitted, we will go to overtime too. But Billy does his job in the first. Jack will start on the back.
The drama.
And we are underway. Jack immediately to the body triangle. A good setup there. Again, it does change your mentality. If you're Billy, you could get kind of stuck in the mentality of, I don't need to get out.
Yeah.
And you get a little complacent and set something up for Jack. If I'm Billy, the best way to avoid getting submitted, get out in 10 seconds, right?
So Billy needs to try. See that top leg there. So it's going to be his left leg.
And Jack, on the other hand, no time to wait.
Yeah,
gotta go.
You gotta go, exactly. And he's doing a good job. He's doing a good job controlling Scott Cooper in the corner, telling Billy, "Hey, bring that hand over your head, yup."
And Billy doing a good job. Jack readjusts.
So the lock now
He's
is
got
on the
30
mat.
seconds. He kind of has to go for it.
Billy needs to use the lock on the mat and start to undo it with his leg, which it looks like he's starting to do. He's actually kind of tightening it right now, but it's coming undone.
15 seconds. If you're Jack, you just got to throw something at the wall and hope it sticks.
Yeah, if I'm him, you got to start ripping for
And
something.
if you're
got
Billy, you better not tap at this point.
Oh,
5 seconds.
trying to fire that pretty hard. Trying to get it in, but...
And there is the victory for Billy Leomero as
Shove.
Jack gives him a shove.
Shove
Billy
afterwards.
Leomero drops the hammer in overtime. Billy Leomero, your winner by submission. Jack gives him the shove of frustration. we'll call
Very
it.
happy.
Billy walks over, thanks the Jack's coaches, and Jack's dad refuses the handshake.
Interesting.
Bad blood not lost between those two as Billy takes the opening round there, but we might see that again in the future based on the reaction. I don't know. But with that, we will take you to our intermission here. Do not worry. We will be right back, so don't go anywhere. The action continues, and it only gets more exciting from here.
This is so funny.
When he cuts to us. Ladies and gentlemen, the prelims have set the stage. The action has been fast, the submission sharp, and the intensity off the charts. But now it's time for the main card. The stakes are high, the fighters are elite, and every match could change the course of the 205-pound Grand Prix. And that's where we'll kick it off again, brought to you by AVP Live. We'll take a look at the bracket here as we are about to enter, again, our 205 Grand Prix. First matchup is going to be our 3-seed Conor Dixon up against our 6-seed and wildcard entrant Tommy Red. And with that, we're going to be able to kick it on over inside the circle to our head referee, Josh. Again, as we have our bracket here. 3-seed Conor Dixon up against 6-seed Tommy Red in our first matchup. Before we go into our 4-5, we'll kick it on over to the mat here now as Josh will start the action off for the 205 Grand Prix.
Josh was
Conor
just
Dixon up against Tommy Red.
Josh was just like bouncing. He was getting warmed up like
It's
he's
an
got
exciting
a match.
time.
Yeah.
He's got to be ready. Tommy Red in our shorter competitor in the all black up against Conor Dixon, our taller competitor in the all black.
What's the weight class?
This is 205 Grand Prix.
Wow.
205 and under. Tommy Red comes out aggressive, and that's what we were saying earlier when Josh was on, and we were giving a little preview to this. Tommy Red is always game, always aggressive. He's aware that his, belt-wise, experience-wise, he's not the typical guy. That's how the wild card winner comes in. But he's game and ready. He doesn't care who his opponent is. He's coming after it. Conor Dixon, though, a very game opponent.
Wow.
As Tommy goes to throw him, and Conor said, okay, thanks for the full mount.
Interesting. So Conor actually had double underhooks, went for the trip, and then was not able to get it. On the other side of things, Tommy kind of tried to retaliate.
That's deep.
Wow.
Conor Dixon is a savvy elite competitor.
Wow.
Conor Dixon drops
What a
the
pull.
hammer, ends it in just 38 seconds. Your winner by submission,
What a pull.
Conor Dixon, as he will advance to the semifinal up against Kyle Myers, and that's going to be a hell of a scrap. And we're going to kick it on over here to our interview with our winner, Conor Dixon. Impressive work there from Conor. HCS 29, again, coming up in October, our female-only card. 115 Grand Prix, female dual fights, and our female super fights. If you're interested, hit us up on Instagram in the DMs. We're going to kick it on over. Never mind, they're going to do that interview on the side here, but we're going to keep it rolling. No, we're not going to go to the next one. So over HCS 29, again, our female-only card. Again, I said it earlier, the female-only cards truly are my favorite events. They are the most exciting fights. The women really bring it when they compete inside the circle. So if you're looking to be a part of that action, make sure that you hit us up on Instagram DM. We will make that card as big as it needs to be because you ladies deserve the shine and attention we want to give it to you. So hit us up. We will be at Precision in October.
The women's physical attributes usually lend themselves to being a lot more interesting jiu-jitsu matches. There's nothing like the physicality of some full-grown testosterone-filled men, but dude, when those chicks got the moves, they're scrambling, they're on top, they're putting themselves in weird positions. I've seen submissions at HCS women's matches that I've never seen anywhere else across grappling. And I don't know if I can say that for the men's matches.
Absolutely. Our next matchup will be, when we get there, Jon Perez versus Colin Gironda. Another exciting matchup. Jon Perez, an HCS vet, he started as, again, this is our 4-5 matchup. Jon started as what appeared to be the monster of 205 and HCS. He runs into Kyle Myers. He runs into Conor Dixon. Two very high-level guys to try to beat up. He put up fantastic fights against them. He hopes to get his revenge today on one of them in the finals, but he is a very game competitor. But that is not to be anything said against Colin. Colin absolutely going to bring the action as we kick it here inside the circle underway in our next quarterfinal matchup.
Bro, they're both scary looking.
Colin in the black jersey-like rash guard, number 1 on the back. Jon Perez with the heavy collar tie
Wow, good snapping. Really heavy hands.
Calling our ball.
Wow.
And this is some heavy,
and
heavy front
that's a
head work.
great front head position. And he's already got the lock kind of favoring.
And that's impressive from Colin. You don't often see Jon get out-muscled in a situation like that.
Oh, now, look at this. So he's starting to tip him. Jon's doing a good job just kind of keeping his base here or regaining his base after being snapped down. Now Colin's starting to fish across that neck. He might be looking to kind of lock the hands palm to palm, tip them, and look for some kind of darce or, front head choke.
And as we saw in the last one, Conor
Wow.
Dixon came out aggressive because he knows $1,000 on the line, and that's what we're seeing here. Again, when $1,000 are on the line, you sharpen up and you go after it.
I would give up everything for $1,000.
Well, start competing in HCS. We can get you in Grand Prix.
Cumulatively, I would sell the back on my shirt for a chance at that $1,000. Almost a nice foot
Back
sweep
on
into
your
a
shirt.
shot.
That's the opposite of that saying.
Yup. Well, guess what? Slide by attempt.
And as you might be noticing at
Snap
home,
down.
that clock in the background, these are 8-minute periods for our Grand Prix.
So
when $1,000 is on the line, we got to give them time to work.
Again, palm to palm. So you have to wonder what's going to prevail longer. Is the weight Jon's carrying going to wear down on him too much, or is Colin?
With the intense pace, going to slow down.
Yeah, exactly. Unstoppable force, a movable object.
That's right. We talk physics here.
Yeah, look at this. See, he likes that. Okay, so now he's starting to go across that choke. Now it's short. The fingers are on the bicep or the forearm as opposed to kind of the full palm here. But you can hit kind of that, a short darce or Islam Makhachev-esque darce from there if he is able to sit him.
Jon's doing a good job remaining calm,
Yes.
not letting the situation flabbergast, probably saving some energy
Long
by
match.
doing so. He definitely has the experience advantage here. He's definitely been in the circle more times. So he might be playing that game like we saw from Billy in that last one, playing the game, saving himself a little bit for that overtime. See how it works out for Colin. Again, this is a longer period, though. Jon
So-
might have the experience. He doesn't have the experience with 8 minutes.
So the winner of this match,
Goes on to our 1 seed, Alex Nemeth.
exactly.
In the
Same
semis.
thing. So what does it tell you that Conor Dixon was able to get out of there in about a minute?
Absolutely. Conor knows these environments and what's on the line. That is absolutely essential for him going up against the guy because Conor's going to go up against Kyle Myers,
Yep.
a beast in his own right. The two
Yeah.
of them have seen each other before. Saving as much energy you can. You'll have a little bit of break. We have some matches in between. But saving the energy, absolutely essential.
Colin loves living in this front head. And now he's looking for a choke here. He thought he was going to use it to get on top. But again, he's kind of transitioning almost between a guillotine and then this palm to palm to start to get this short arm darce. And it's slippery now. They've been long enough in the match where there's definitely sweat. I can see it on them. So
Especially at 205. It doesn't take too much to
Big
break
boys.
a sweat.
and
And
listen,
we're working out of bounds. A nice push out of bounds. We were already kind of out there, so not a stall there.
the sweat can actually lend itself to help with those darce and Anaconda E positions, though, as well. So, I suspect you'll see Colin just keep trying to go back to the front head.
Nice shot from Jon.
Good shot.
Nice.
Oy!
Ooh. Colin looks to throw him a little bit.
But he keeps his balance.
Technically, they were inbounds, but both competitors said, all right, after that one, maybe we could just restart in the center.
That's all right.
And honestly, defense like that might
Wow.
stop Jon from re-entering as aggressively. Colin, very game on his feet.
No, that was super. That was some super proficient judo-esque.
Colin, yeah, that's definitely judo more so than wrestling
Yeah.
that we're seeing here from Colin, but he uses it well.
Yeah, and listen, he just spun around. He's doing a good transition. I get the feeling.
Is he going to get him in a crucifix?
He's getting close.
close.
So he's got that pinned, and now he's going to try to bring the other leg over here. Almost looks like he's trying to windshield wiper with the legs. And now
He's close.
Yes. So now he's going to try to isolate that arm, maybe go for a straight arm lock here.
You don't want to be here if you're Jon.
No, yeah. So, yeah, now it's starting to come, and you can see Colin starting to reach over his own head like he's brushing hair, for lack of a better term. Sorry, Colin, don't beat me up. But he might find himself in a Kimura or an arm lock right
He's
here.
looking to pull it out.
Yep.
Jon saying no dice yet. Oh,
That's a really good pull.
Colin
He
is
might
strong.
also try to throw that leg over, kind of for a. Okay.
Jon able to fight out of it there. That was
Nice.
getting close for Colin. Jon does a good job fighting that off.
I want to see Jon try to take more chances here. Again, he might just be gaming for the last couple
He could be
minutes.
gaming how long this is. 8 minutes before you even get to overtime.
I will
a lot of work.
I will say this to his credit: the energy output is more in Colin's favor, which is good and bad. The output's in Colin's favor, which means, one, he's wasting more energy, but he's doing more.
Yep.
But in a
Now,
world...
I will say what might be discouraging for Jon in the situation is the couple of shots he's taken. Colin's ability to just kind of bump him off. Because Jon is a guy who's used his wrestling in those overtimes to get to that dominant position. I don't see that happening with Colin.
So it's going to be tricky. You got to look for setups to kind of, take him by surprise, so on and so forth.
A little three-quarter Nelson.
Yeah, I know, right? I was going to say, look to try to tip him. Again, he loves kind of just living here. I suspect, again, he's going to look for a short-arm Darce, maybe look for an anaconda, and just kind of stay on top of him. I'd also wouldn't mind. It might not be his bread and butter. Okay, so now he's here. He needs to be careful, Jon. As soon as you go to your hip, that Darce is an immediate thought. I was going to say I'd like to see him go to the back. He was there for just a moment, Colin.
Jon doing a good job of kind of remaining tight.
Yeah, I think that's the goal.
Not
right
creating
now.
openings.
Yeah. And it is pretty defensive. There's a lot of defensive prowess here from Jon as well.
And I know we were talking about gassing long pair and everything. There is a way to get out of any, like it being the aggressive guy and not worrying about gassing, and that's just you train super hard and you don't gas. That is an ability some guys have. Maybe Colin has it.
Don't get me wrong. I imagine Colin does have it.
He
just seems like he's really
it's been
good.
6 minutes of him putting the pressure, and he still looks very fresh.
Yeah, and he's looking to kind of get the shin across here. Now it looks like Jon's got some pretty good frames. One essentially across the neck, but
and as you'll see, though, when it comes to gassing, they kind of look all right. And then all of a sudden they hit this wall, and it goes from oh, they look good to all right,
Colin
there it is.
just slid.
There's a wall.
Colin slid the knee and shin over the arm. Now he's going to look Kimura.
Back to that crucifix position.
Now he's going straight arm lock. He's
This
starting
is
to climb
dangerous.
it. Yup, and he
A good roll from Jon.
Jon, good defense bucking out. Colin seemed to let him kind of through there. I think he wanted to hike his hips back, but wasn't able to catch it.
Jon has been in some scary positions here in this opening round.
Yeah, now Jon slides through for guard, thinks about... Yeah, and I'll give him credit. The positions Colin's putting him in usually can tip guys over. He's got that palm-to-palm grip, and Colin looks like, for lack of a better term, an effing stud. So, it's hard not to be tipped over by that gable grip. Now Jon's playing
under a minute
guard, and he's starting to now fish. Got ankle as well as hook on the inside. Looks to pummel his legs. It's tough to kind of miss that underhook and keep Colin at bay here, so I'm curious how he's going to deal with this. Had quarter guard momentarily, but now Colin's out to knee on belly. It looks like he might be fishing for that forearm again. Yeah, looking to hike him up, and now it's going to be a Kimura.
30 seconds.
He's going to tip to the side, and he's going to pinch
Jon,
at the neck.
He's been in some spots.
He is slippery, and I don't mean just because sweat. He is doing a good job. Some of these positions are very frightening to be put in.
Absolutely.
But hey, man, he's prevailing.
Yep. And with that little bit of separation there, it looks like with only 10 seconds left, we are approaching an overtime here in our second quarterfinal of the Grand Prix.
Yeah, so I guess
And that is true. We are going to head to overtime here in Grand Prix 1 as Colin does let out a big breath there as they break. So, again, 8 minutes of work at that pace from Colin would get to anybody.
He looks like he's pretty physically...
Absolutely.
I bet he's got a gas tank, man.
I wouldn't want to fight him.
Yeah, no, I'm not out here. Do you know the belts or do you know the rank of these guys?
I know they're pro. I don't know their individual belts.
All right, so they're between purple and black. Yeah. I don't want a problem with either of them.
Connor's a black belt, right?
Yeah, Connor's.
I want to say most people in Grand Prix tend to be
armbar. Wow!
Oh,
good
that
pull.
was a quick
good
tap.
pull.
Jon Perez again. It might be that HCS vet.
Dude,
right? He saved it all for there.
Dude, that was a pop.
Grips it out, drops the hammer. Nice submission from Jon Perez.
And he's been tough to submit.
Yeah,
oh my God.
He set himself up beautifully.
He's going armbar too. That's so bold.
I think you gotta.
Yeah.
You have to find a submission in a minute.
That was such a good pop of the arm. All right, so he
has to
falls.
Find a submission. Jon has been tough, but this is a tough position to be in.
So he locks his feet, which makes it really hard for Jon on bottom to get his elbow kind of low and pry at the legs. But now he's got his own hand kind of woven on the inside. He's going to use that to push at the thighs. But Colin right now, good pop and extension. I'm so curious what he's going to do here. So the thing is with the leg, it keeps people stable, but that's...
And he breaks it out.
Hitchhiker.
Jon hasn't submitted.
Hitchhiker attempt. That's
Jon's fighting it off.
Oh, my God. Wow. So there was a...
And that was the
Wow.
tap.
Whoa. Oh, my God. The pressure was on. That was actually
Now,
insane.
We were almost out in a minute there, but Colin able to hang on and find that tap, and we will move to our next overtime.
Gotta
3
be-
minutes in our ADCC.
gotta be
Having
careful.
some clock problems, so if you see that in the background, don't worry about that. We are keeping clock on the side.
Tries to step
Referee
through.
Luke.
Keeps the lock. All right, so now Colin's going to go hard for kind of that 3/4. Tip him over.
Good transition from Jon there. Now, Jon has to play a little bit more aggressive than he was in the beginning because he can't let him get to a dominant position.
Tricky.
He's almost inside. Jon doing a good job of rolling. You got in this situation, if you give him side, you're going to lose. You kind of have to give him your back a little.
Yeah, no, you got to tip. You got to try to create scramble. And now look, he's kind of fishing for that underhook again.
And that's close again too, but good job by Jon finding that half guard.
Might be look to get a little dire. Jon might want to try to look for a lockdown or anything
Oh,
he can
and
do.
there's to the side. And there
Nice.
it is.
That was a sick match.
That
Oh my
was
God.
a great back and forth. 2 submissions in one match is always a treat, as Colin Gironda is your winner and will move on to our second semifinal up against 1 seed Alex Nemeth. A great back and forth there between 2 juggernauts inside the circle. Colin Gironda walks away victoriously there. That was great action.
Yo.
As you see on our screen real quick, we have HCS 30 XXX. Vin Diesel, shout out. We'll be back here in Rahway Center for our amateur invitational, our pro team duels. It's going to be a great environment, 2 mats, a lot of space for a crowd. So make sure you come on out because it's going to be a fantastic house party on November 9th here in the Rahway Rec Center. Amateur Invitational, make sure you sign up. You're guaranteed 2 matches. It's going to be a high-paced, high-intensity, high-action day, so make sure you join us. But back to Jon Perez and Colin Gironda. Matt, your thoughts there on Colin pulling out the victory?
Yo. Colin went to OT for the armbar and was able to clutch up and prolong the match to the ADCC overtime.
He got that submission with
that
5 seconds on the clock.
Dude, if that was me, I would have sold so hard. There's no way I'm getting the sub with that pressure.
And after Jon's able to get that in seconds, right? He gets that submission in under 10 seconds. That's got to put a lot of pressure on in Colin.
Yeah.
And you got to step up to the moment, and he does.
Dude, that's a wicked good pull by Jon, though,
Absolutely.
too. The way he popped the palm, or used his palm to kind of pop off the grip. Like, that was so slick. That's, like, actually, like, coach shows that, and then you try to replicate it, and you never really can. Like,
Absolutely.
that's the type of territory we're talking about. But shout out to Colin for clutching
And
up.
the thing is, you say coach shows it. I'm going to assume at his gym, Colin is one of the coaches.
If he's not,
Gotta think it.
Gotta be looking at payroll saying we
Yeah,
can add a name here.
Absolutely. As you see on our screen, we're going to step away from the Grand Prix. We're going to get to some of our pro super fights here. We're going to have Ashish Singh up against Bobby Reardon. Bobby Reardon, the HCS veteran that he is. He started as an amateur with us, and he's been with us so long fighting that he's now a pro. So you love to see that up against Ashish Singh. We are working on some clock troubles, though. We're resetting the clock. Again, you might have heard some complaints, seen it in the background. The clock wasn't working the last one. Of course, we took care of it because the house party grappling, we always have a backup plan. That's what refereeing training Luke was for. He had his phone out ready to go.
Dude,
we would never disappoint you like
Luke's
that.
really him. Luke is him, man.
So let's talk about
prepared.
it quick. Semifinal 1, our 2 seed, Kyle Myers, is going to be up against our 3 seed, Conor Dixon. Maybe the most exciting matchup I could fathom seeing, those two. Conor Dixon, Kyle Myers are some beasts, and I'm excited to see them.
Yeah, you know, I gotta take bias out of the perspective. Conor Dixon, like I said, beat my ass like at least once or twice in my life. Again, very long time ago. Kyle Myers, I haven't had the chance to see too many of his matches.
All
recently.
I can say to you, stud. Aggressive beast is the words that describe him.
I'm going to be honest. That one's... Ooh, and we're right into the action. My mistake there.
All right, the refs have a hard time looking at me when I give them the no-go-ahead symbol, but that was one semifinal. We'll talk about the other later. But again, we have Bobby Reardon up against Ashish Singh. Bobby in the white, Ashish in the black and pink.
Right into the leg
locks. We're getting aggressive quickly. Again, if you see the clock in the background, ignore that. It's resetting.
Wow. Okay, so... All right, so we had a little bit of the technical difficulty on the monitor.
We're rolling here.
So
we're both in danger.
Yeah, they're both
no one's
swapping.
safe.
They're both swapping leg locks. It looks like Singh was trying to go belly down there, and now he might be fishing for that heel. Wow, good transition.
And we're both back on a
Good
leg
defense.
immediately. I think they both like the same thing.
Yeah, no, listen, they're trying to tie up the leg locks. There was almost 2 kind of belly down / straight ankle locks there in general, but you can tell Singh. Oh wow! So he was looking for kind of a pendulum sweep there, and now Bobby transitioned right to the leg, and we're back on the. It looks like a toe hold, and we're sitting here now, in kind of open guard scenario. Tricky guard right now. So it just limbs are flying. We're going nuts. I gotta try to keep an eye on the mat itself. The monitor's getting a little weird today. Keeps glitching when I'm trying to look at their grips, but we're almost in a north-south-esque position.
And Ashish seems very comfortable with the inversion.
Yeah, no, they're both leg hunters, so it's clear as day.
We're getting close going out of bounds. Just got to be careful what is considered in, not in. We're still going, though. Toe remains in, we're in. And we are so close, and now we roll out of bounds. Referee Justin says we go out.
Ashish was, they're swapping. It's kind of like Rock'em Sock'em
Looking
Robots.
for some clarification, maybe something was in or not. It was not, so we will restart back on our feet. Oh, it wasn't. Okay. I thought so.
Interesting.
So when you go out of bounds with the submission in, you come back, you get an EBI start.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. It's a good middle ground. Body triangle right away from Bobby.
Dangerous spot here for your Ashish.
Ashish is addressing the hands pretty well. Again, he went to the locking side of the body triangle, which is always good. He's got to try to unhook his right leg. Good. Okay, so now he's going to go.
Does a good job getting his back, but then Bobby does a good job stepping over right into full
Wow,
mount.
arm
That's
triangle.
tight.
Pulling him up is going to be tricky. He's going to want to either roll to the hip here, so sit back
Oh,
to the
that
hip.
looks tight. Ashish does
or
not look
go
happy.
chest down. So he's going to have to smother him to the floor or sit back out.
Ashish does not look happy.
Tap
and
there.
there's the
Wow.
tap. Bobby Reardon drops the hammer winner by submission. Bobby Reardon. That was a good wind up on that R there, folks. That's how a pro does it. Bobby Reardon drops the hammer winner by arm triangle. Impressive work there. And see, that's that HCS rule set, knowing that experience from he knows I'm locked in on a submission. We go out of bounds. I'm going to get a great starting position, and that led to that arm triangle. Great work there from Bobby Reardon.
Yeah, so essentially that was a back and forth battle. It was the leg entanglements. It was, them, like I said, playing Rock'em Sock'em Robots with the leg entanglement. And to catch that arm triangle with that rear naked kind of Rotolo grip, it's tricky. It's not easy, but really good catch there. Kind of pulled him in close and then dropped him back to the mat to kind of smother. So
absolutely.
Pretty cool stuff.
I want to keep it rolling right along here as we go into our next matchup. We're going to have Steven Westergom up against AJ Deshani. Steven Westergom in our gray and black against the eccentric AJ Deshani in the matching hair and shorts. The pink with the pink. I think he planned that. You have to assume.
Went for a foot sweep.
It can't just be a happy accident.
No, I got to be honest. I fear dudes that be rocking the pink like that. All right, right into a leg.
It's one of those things you got to be confident. If you're going to rock the pink, you got to win.
Yeah.
It was always a rule in wrestling. If you got the exciting pink shoes, you have to win with the pink shoes. You can't lose with the pink shoes.
Going for a leg lock there. It's going to be tricky from the angle, but he did have kind of the triangle on the leg. Now they're in a
And he clears a boot.
Nice. Concept, you want to put
Myers
your
looking
head
to get
like
it back.
a pillow.
He's getting a little high.
Nice.
Conor reaching for the head. He
Looks like he
finds it,
swam
and
off.
that
Nice.
is an escape. Impressive work there from Conor Dixon as we will head to our second overtime. 3 minutes of ADCC. Overtime action. First to a dominant position will win. When we say dominant, we mean back, side, or full mount.
Nice.
We're underway.
Slap bump. Right into
Now,
it.
based on how that open period went, I would favor Conor here. He controlled at least where the
Like
fight was
jack the
taking
underhook,
place.
big
I
throw.
don't love that throw attempt from Myers.
Yeah.
You're tired. You tried it early, it didn't work, and now if you mess up, you end up inside. It's not great. He does a good job of getting his butterfly grips back, though.
So it looks like he's confident in the sweep.
Yes.
It's a bold strategy, but I think the idea was he was going to pull him kind of into that butterfly hook and try to elevate him from there. The problem
And
is
that's
that
why he's the expert, not me,
Yeah, I mean, listen, you're pulling Conor Dixon on top of you, which is always
Yep.
tricky. Oh, big high step.
But
Tries to sit through.
Does a great job getting his leg out.
Kyle's guard retention is insane.
Yeah,
dude.
crazy work here.
Yeah. Over the head, which is tricky.
Conor's getting close to that side.
Yeah, nice.
Kyle's got to get moving.
He's doing a good job
And he gets his-
framing. Yeah, that's
impressive
that's
work
good.
there from Myers.
Conor's such a menace on top, dude. Uses that hook, windshield wipering on the inside. Now we're inside.
And there
Great
it
pass.
is.
Technical
Conor Dixon
victory.
with a very technical pass to side as he is your winner here in our first semifinal. Conor Dixon, your first
There it is.
finalist for the 205 Grand Prix as we see Peja Stojakovic.
That's the Peja
walk across
Stojakovic
the
jersey.
stream.
Yeah.
Great jersey
Yeah.
from Alex Nemeth, but no shine away from Conor Dixon. Your 3-seed advances to the 205 Grand Prix final as we will move towards our next Grand Prix semifinal to see who will be joining him there in the finals. Again, Conor Dixon, your champion. That was impressive work there. That was a grueling pace. They competed for roughly 13 minutes, right? Impressive stuff.
Yeah, that was. You can tell Conor Dixon's an anchor on top, and just the fact that Kyle's guard retention held up so well for so long. That's a 13-minute match against some of the best top pressure in HCS. It's just such a high-level match, you know. The pageantry and the glitter might not all be there, but fantastic.
And if you want to see more action, be sure to join us at HCS 29 next month, October 25th, for our female-only card. Again, if you're looking to compete with us, DM us on Instagram, but we will kick it back to the circle for our next semifinal. As we have our 1-seed Alex
What?
Nemeth, who's competing in the
I
Stojakovic
didn't know he was
jersey.
competing in
Up
it.
against-
Let's go.
Up against Colin Gironda. I did not know he was competing in the
Dude,
jersey.
competing
I
in the
love
Peja
that.
Stojakovic jersey is insane. That's
As the kids
mythical.
would say, aura.
Yeah, that's aura, dude. That's a
That's
mythical
aura.
pole. Speaking of mythical poles, he's trying to swim underneath. He's got that underhook on the leg as he goes underneath. Now, I suspect the game plan was to kind of frame on the armpit. Colin, swim under, kiss the dragon, perhaps. I got to see where the rest of his limbs are.
Kiss the dragon, he says.
Yeah, I think that's the name of it when you
I
swim
couldn't
under.
tell you. I've never heard of that in my life.
Yeah, it's a real
That
jitsy
seems like
thing.
something that Eddie Murphy did in that movie Shrek.
Hey, yo, good
Got
pull.
it.
Speaking of mythical poles, hey, yo. I thought that was Donkey. Did Donkey not kiss the dragon?
Yeah, who plays Donkey?
Oh, Eddie Murphy.
on
I thought you said Michael Myers. That's a lie. I didn't, but shut up.
Everyone at home, Matt Stavrakis was born yesterday.
Hey, yo, chill with that kid. Stalemated position here. I think the idea is Colin knows if he comes too tall, Alex is going to swim underneath. If Alex doesn't respect the pressure enough of Colin, he could flatten him. There's a lot of muscles, a lot of technique. There's a lot of things firing here. Yeah, and there he is. He's got a deep underhook on that leg for just a moment, but Colin does a good job keeping his pressure low. Now just tries to do a quick step by. Steps right in and looks to fish for the underhook immediately. Alex locks up his feet, says, no way you're getting the underhook. But he does give it up, and Colin's looking for, again, straight armbar might be there. Really good pull. Good attempt by Colin, but Alex is able to roll through, reverse it, and say, no, I can't let you be doing all that. Too jacked, too technical. Can't let a guy on a razor armbar like that. So Alex starts to go through, but I have not seen much of Colin on bottom yet today, so I'm curious how it's going to look. Alex was obviously privy on the ground himself, and Colin does a good job kicking the butterfly hooks up, getting some space, and then getting back into his half-guard attack.
And what we saw from that opening quarterfinal with Colin, he was very dominant in his positions, very controlled of where he wanted to be. So just seeing that Alex Nemeth is able to put him in a different spot here just goes to show how controlled Alex Nemeth. That's the best way I think to describe it. He's very under control when he's competing.
Which is the key. So you watch an opponent in a match before, all he's doing, he's hammering on the head, he's got top pressure, he's wrestling, he's being such a pain there. So any good martial artist against any good practitioner is going to say, okay, not necessarily where Colin's uncomfortable, but, you know, where can I take him out of the element? I know based on the match I watched, he likes to do this. Let me see if I can bring him somewhere that he might not be as comfortable. And that's exactly what Alex does early in this match. Says, hey, listen, I didn't see you much on your back in your first match.
Let's find out.
Again, looking for the butterfly, extends away to wrestle up.
As we see him get up, no slouch on his back.
Yeah, hey, listen, so the strategy there is simple. Colin did a good job. Interesting approach.
Yeah, Alex just says, yeah, fine, you want side, take it. Okay.
Interesting. I'm very curious about that. Colin said, listen, I could play some guard too. I'm dynamic, but he used it for the wrestle up.
Now, Colin, of all of the competitors in our Grand Prix, has the least experience inside the circle.
Interesting.
In terms of matches competed. Not to say he has no experience. He's a game competitor. This could be Alex Nemeth's strategy. Again, when you see the HCS vets, there's $1,000 on the line. You game plan for it. It's not like your normal event where it's like, I don't know what this guy does. I'm just going to go there. I'm going to do my thing. No, you prepare for this. When this kind of money's on the line, you definitely prepare. Not just the money, this beautiful belt in front of me as well on the line.
Yeah, that's nice.
And you keep it forever.
Look at Josh, dude.
You don't take it back.
Look at him on camera. Nice. That's a mythical screenshot. Wicked good shot. He's over there.
Looks comfy.
Observing. But again, kind of just floating between this north-south side control. And, you know, again, Alex just seems to be... I think he's taking the approach of like, all right, and great job getting back to guard. Slips into De La Riva there and immediately starts to come across.
That's a funky position here.
Yeah, so the De La Riva, typically the idea is you want to start to stretch him out and use it across the body, but now he comes over the top. Could be plotting kind of a back take or just, again, trying to get his weight off of him. It's a really good strategy. Kind of put weight on the opponent's opposite leg, the far leg, and say, listen, I need to stretch you out. Look for the sweeps and the wrestle-ups from there.
Nemeth sits up.
Got to be frustrating, too. You're Colin.
Yeah, you're doing all this work, and Nemeth is just not moving.
Yeah. So, again, we get into the energy output. Doesn't mean anyone's winning or losing, but it does tell me, like, listen, I know one guy's working more, the other one's a little calmer. Will the workload... wear on him?
There seems to be a confidence from Nemeth in terms of those like EBIs.
Okay, here you go, right here. Wow.
Based on the positioning he's been able to hold, I just don't see him getting smitted in EBI.
Yeah, listen.
You might be able to ride him out.
Yes.
But a submission in 1 minute on Alex Nemeth seems like a tall task.
I keep a very low IQ principle on this, but it's pretty high percentage in terms of its hit rate. The guys that have a lot of prowess in the jiu-jitsu positions, the guard, the pure kind of, you know, what the art was intended to be, so on and so forth, they're typically the ones that I see doing the best in the overtime scenarios. Just because, again, it's just kind of those traditional jiu-jitsu positions. There's things that judo and wrestling practitioners do better. I would always bet on a judo guy or girl's ability to rip an arm off, to throw, to be menacing on the feet, to be a brick wall. In general, I would always bet on the ability of wrestlers to push the pace, have crazy good control, strong hips. But when it comes to jiu-jitsu, it's just I put you on my back, I put you in an arm bar, I put you anywhere. I'm a little more worried about you in those positions. That being said, Colin has jiu-jitsu savvy. It's pretty apparent. He's stepping over now. He's looking for this Kimura.
We're at the level where kind of these guys all have everything.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what we're talking about here. So
it's a game of inches when you get up to these higher level belts. Sometimes it produces a fight where at home, it might feel like it's not as exciting because the movement is less. But if you're here, you're in person, you're watching the minutia of what's going on, this is impressive stuff. It's a chess match. When you get those blue belts, I love those fights because they're exciting. They're going for it. They're trying to make a name for themselves. And you get up to these black belt, brown belt level competitors, they know any small mistake can be costly. So
Yeah.
they really are calculating what they're doing. So it's definitely a very mental battle as you go up in belts.
Colin tried to, once again, rip the Kimura. That's obviously his bread and butter. That's what he likes. And he tried to step over to get the finish. Alex, again, does a really good job of just riding the wave.
Very calm.
Taking it on top. Yeah. No,
If someone had my arm like that, I'd be freaking out.
Yeah, no, listen, it's explosion comes in a million different ways, and he's just someone you could tell. Not sprinting, he's marathoning, but he's keeping a good pace while doing it. He's just very smooth on top. He's looking to flow. He floats. You can even see it there. He's floating as opposed to Colin that's looking to kind of impose the will.
And back to kind of that pink hair theory. If you're going to come out in a Peja Stojakovic jersey,
Yeah,
you're
you
probably very
gotta
confident.
be good, man. He allows the stand up.
We go back to the circle.
Alex does the cool, like cross.
Time
like
is running out here in the opening round.
Time.
And there it is. That is time. As we will move into our first overtime here. Nemeth wins the toss. He defers. And Colin says, give me your arm. Yep, give me your arm. Colin chooses the arm. I mean, it worked out for him, so we'll see.
Yeah. Nah, I got a lot of faith in his ability.
And we are underway.
Nice. And he loves going to the leg first and
Nemeth
foremost.
looking to use his other outside leg
control.
to free his inside leg.
He gives the same kind of pop on the arm to try to loosen it up, but when you
Nemeth doing a good job of staying compact.
Wow, weaves
separates.
across.
Good work there from Nemeth to find the escape.
That's such a good escape. These guys are firing so quick. It looked like from my angle, Colin was able to kick off the grip. Now I think this is going to be problematic. Something tells me Alex is a menace with the back control. He already gets body triangle, but foot down the middle. So it's, again.
And a ride-out would win it here, so submission or ride-out gets him in the finals.
And I think that's a smart strategy. Oh, and he's going for the choke,
And
he
there's
gets
the
it.
tap.
Wow.
He said, screw your ride-out. Alex Nemeth drops the hammer.
Listen,
winner by submission.
When you're in a Peja Stojakovic
you gotta
jersey,
impress.
you go for three-pointers.
Absolutely.
You don't go for layups.
Alex Nemeth, your 1 seed, moves on to the finals where he will see 3 seed Conor Dixon. Impressive stuff in overtime there from Alex Nemeth. Again, remaining under control, remaining calm, collected, and when he needed that burst in overtime, he found it, he used it, drops the hammer. Alex Nemeth, an impressive performance there over, again, a very game Colin Gironda.
Technical match. And to that point, listen, Colin wasn't slowing down at all. I think it was the right choice to go for the armbar. He's someone that's obviously a stud in that position and says, hey, listen, I want my sub. I know what I'm aiming for. Alex was able to slip his arm out very fast. It's hard to slip your arm out at that speed because if you dedicate to kind of blowing it out and going as quick as you can, you'll find that your arm gets ripped a lot of the time and caught easier. But he was able to slip his arm out and then go on the back and say, listen, I'm not just riding out. I'm looking to finish you here. Now I'm in the dominant position, and watch how good my jiu-jitsu is from there.
And we will keep it moving as our next fight. We have Dan Castro up against Adam Soley. This is a heavyweight pro matchup. Are you aware of who's who? Or should I make him check in?
I got to wait for
We're going to check in.
No, okay, cool.
Names. Who's who?
They're wearing
That's Adam?
different outfits.
All right, we got clarification. Adam's the one we see inside the circle, ready to go.
Adam gave me a
Soley
thumbs up.
in the all black with the red knee pad.
That's a happy guy. This
Looks
guy's
like
in.
he's out of Saga. We know Saga well here inside the circle.
So happy, man.
We apologize for the delay here. The interviews for the Grand Prix semifinals took a second, so we do got a break here. Now that you've seen it, let's preview it. Our final: Alex Nemeth, Conor Dixon.
Dude, that's so damn hard.
What are your thoughts?
I think
I'm going to ask for quick thoughts and a prediction.
Oh shit, dude, you're the
I'm going to
worst.
put you on the spot.
You are the worst. All right, well, Conor Dixon, I think the goal is going to be work from top, look for his pass, be slick, advanced position. That Donahue's, like John Donahuer, traditional, like move up the chain, get to a position. I like the way he climbed to a high mount, and just his positional control overall. Knew when not to get sucked in too far, knew when to keep his space, knew when to advance position. On the other hand, though, Alex looks so strong. From bottom, he was doing a good job sweeping on top. And in general, he was just incredibly slick. I saw how dominant he was when it came to kind of getting in the position of the EBI overtime. He was able to quickly get that sub, but I think that just comes from just totally solid technical prowess. I think it's going to be incredibly tough on both ends. For me personally, I think the Peja Stojakovic jersey is so dope. It might be giving him the X factor. I'm going to go with Alex.
Absolutely. It's hard logic to argue. As you just saw, that HCS 30 is upcoming. But before we kick it there, back to the circle for our next event.
Yes.
Conor Dixon was my underdog pick to start the day. I went with Conor Dixon from the start, saying that's a lower seed that can make some noise. I can't back out of it now, regardless how cool the Stojakovic shirt, because it's
good.
a fire
it's good.
jersey.
Shout out to the 2000
Kings. So it
Kings.
looks like we're split here in the booth. And we, luckily, very soon, will find out which one of us is right. But we will kick it
It's incredible.
inside the circle here for Adam Soli against Dan Castro. Dan Castro in the yellow, in the all black.
I think that's a don't tread on me. Wow, good snap down here to the front head. Curious to see if he spins to the back or looks for a front head. Wow, arm spin.
Yeah.
Okay, now to the back. Whoa, some wrestling from the big guys.
I would say this is the most I've seen big boys move in a long time.
Oh, he's going for the choke, and he's going across the face. At the very least, you kind of turn the opponent's chin, you turn his face, you make him look away. It makes the escape harder. All right, I mean this in the most respectful way, man. That's a tough body triangle to go for. You're probably going to have to keep the hooks. Crossing the feet, again, not somewhere you want to hang out, but listen, if you know where to play from there, anything is possible, especially considering, he's leaning up on you. He can't exactly grab that ankle lock there. Oh, he's going right to the arm for there, and it does not pay off. Right in the side control.
There's some fun back and forth from heavyweights.
Adam settles, and you do not want him on top of you. Not only is he obviously a bigger man, but now he's going for the straight arm to Americana.
That looks not fun.
Wow. And he's going to use that Americana to either rip it or he's probably going to take the knee across the body. I think he lost
Dan does
it.
a good job bumping out of the position.
That's tough. You got to address those Americanas quickly. A lot of people don't respect the submission, but once it's on, you can get caught really by someone that knows the grip well, knows the lock, and is strong. So that's good. Someone like Adam ripping that is tough.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And now this is what happens.
Submission.
I can't. The angle we had, I didn't see it at all.
I didn't even see it.
Didn't see it at all, but that doesn't matter for Adam Soli as he drops the hammer, winner by submission. Adam Soli.
Shirt
that
comes
was impressive.
Off. Shirt
the
comes
big
off.
boy says the fans want
Give
a
it
show.
Here. Give it here. Somebody grab me that. Yeah.
There it is. That is your winner. Adam Soli drops the hammer. We couldn't see on our angle what happened there, but I was just about to say, when your big boy gets stuck on top, sometimes you get stuck in that position because the big boy. But he said, no. I'm working. I'm dropping the goddamn hammer, and he does. Impressive stuff from Adam Soli. Your winner by submission. Maybe we can get Adam Soli to come let us know exactly what he set up there in a minute.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Adam, the booth wants you.
What did you hit?
A mother's milk. We couldn't see it from the angle here. We were talking about it earlier. He just won with a mother's milk.
That's insane.
That's insane. I'm sorry what I said earlier. You can beat me up. That was not a bad way to lose.
The
mother's milk, an impressive submission. And we might have seen it before. Someone tried to rip their shirt off. I'm not going to name names to embarrass them now. On one of our previous cards, they tried to rip their shirt off in celebration. Can't do it. Our big boy, Adam Soli, said, this is how you rip your shirt off.
That's a grown man, dude.
But we move right along as we will go to Alex Myers up against Vincenzo Milioni.
Yo, Vincenzo.
And you thought that was a big matchup? What if we put more big boys in the circle?
Oh, no. Whoa, a little dynamic.
That was a heavy club. And a heavy club back. The big boys are fired up.
Dude,
Alex Myers, brother of Kyle Myers, as you saw earlier.
That's some heavy
Vincenzo
hand
Milioni,
fighting.
maybe the tallest competitor I've ever seen inside the circle.
Wow, good snap. All right, so they're both very active.
Heavy big boys.
They're active in the clinch. This is dangerous.
I'm worried for the booth over here.
I'm dumb. Oh, that's dynamic. That's dynamic.
Vincenzo Milioni's got to be an MMA guy. He's got to fight, right?
Yeah, I mean,
the way he's moving on his feet is someone who fights. Nice shot, good whizzer.
Good hips.
Good whizzer from Myers. Oh,
wow,
over
uses
under.
that whizzer back to over under.
We might move some earth. We might
Oprah.
move some earth.
Dude, whoever hits the ground, like, that's a lot of gravity, man. I don't know physics well. Oh, boy, trying to jack it up and lock the hands.
And we go.
Get away from the hardwood.
And we went out of bounds.
Oh,
it's getting
and chippy.
It's getting chippy.
Yeah, this is nice.
Giovanna's going to have none of it. Giovanna's going to have none of it.
Lay the hammer. Yeah.
You don't mess around on Giovanna's circle.
Hey, listen, behind a couple of gigantic men, there's always a strong-willed woman.
Absolutely. I do love the chippiness, though. I hope they don't get rid of that competitive spirit.
Underhook. I hope Alex Myers doesn't shoot because they'll go flying through the
I
table.
absolutely want them to keep it on the other side of the mat.
Nice.
Oh,
Tries
boy.
to kick
Double
up.
unders.
Double
Body
unders.
lock to the mat.
Nice. Let's
Great
see if he
work
can
from
climb
Alex
it to the
Myers.
back. We're going to see now. We're going to see how dynamic the big guys are on bottom. This looks like a wrestling match to start. We'll see.
Vincenzo
if we can put some
Milioni knew he was one of the last competitors. Got here early today. He's been here all day watching the action.
Hell yeah.
Seen him in the corner. He's been locked in all day long.
Look.
Cradle?
Yeah, a little
Yeah,
bit of a
almost,
cradle, or like a suck back with the chin. It's been nice. So again, kind of just
Boot. Oh, good job stepping
Oh.
over by Milioni.
good job.
That's a fun last name.
Milioni. Yeah, Italian.
Sounds very Italian.
Yeah, it's got to be right. Nice and good job getting back to guard. You have someone on your back, almost being able to put the boots in. Just brush his hair. Yeah. All right, so just going for the pass. Again, active to get to the guard. It's just so hard with someone like Alex on top. Good step over.
Vincenzo trying to push away there, use the frame on the face. Just incredible top pressure from Myers. And I thought in our last fight we saw the biggest boys we were going to see, and then these two
These
walked
guys
in.
are
And
big.
this is just a lot of weight on the mat today.
These guys are very
It was
big.
good scheduling by us because we're not using our own personal mat, so the wear and tear of all this
Yeah.
weight not to us. Shout out Rawway Rec Center.
So he's got the... I can't tell if he's over the far knee yet. Oh, but he's able to climb to the head and arm. Might be able to see a sub here. Way to address it by Vincenzo. But you don't want to hang out here.
For those at home with the multi-stream up, shout out Salvador Perez, second homer of the night, 300th of his career and 1,000th RBI.
Nice. We might have another Mother's Milk coming here. Able
Vincenzo
to...
bumps a little.
Wow. All right.
A headlock.
Nice. We're going for that traditional kind of
Now,
Alexio-Linick
and
headlock.
Alex is squeezing.
That's got to be a lot of pressure, dude. That's a lot of pressure. So hard. You mean, you know, your best attempt. Yeah, locking the hands is good. You want to be able to bump
looking
them
to step
up.
over and out the
Wow,
back door.
good job.
Vincenzo Milioni.
That's the trickiness with that submission. It's so awesome if you have the pressure to do it, but if they're
And
able
he
to lock
steps
their
over.
hands.
And he's in full. Dangerous spot here if you're Myers.
Yeah, so I want to see how he drops the pressure on top now, Vincenzo.
Oh, he sits up.
That's
Which
all
I
right.
feel like, nothing. I feel like at heavyweight you don't see it often where they sit all the way up.
Yeah.
They usually do keep their pressure down, but I like the attempt. Oh, we have an impressive uniform set up for our next fight, it looks like. I'm catching some glimpses in the corner over there. We got, we got
nice.
something exciting coming for you at home, so definitely stay tuned for that.
Really good pressure. Able to float on top again. Alex not giving up too much, but now we're starting to see the key
2 minute
lock.
shout from the corner there. 2 minutes left.
He's going to figure out which side he wants to pry the arm. If you can get it across, you might want to start fishing back your arm.
I think Nemeth changed his shirt for the final.
It stinks. I like the Stojakovic shirt.
We'll see what happens, but he is currently changed. He's having an applesauce.
Must be nice. Must be nice. Smother here, and again, he's got Alex's arm caught across. Alex is using it to pry him away.
This fight's been a very, Alex Myers had his couple minutes of control.
Looking for arm.
Vincenzo, his couple minutes of control. It's been pretty back and forth, both showing some good stuff here as
Nice.
Alex bumps him over. It's very back and forth.
Nice. It's hard when the big guys take their weight off to try to go for the submission attempts. I mean, with anybody in jiu-jitsu, but the risk is always ran that you might get rolled over. It's always bigger. It's always more likely to happen with the bigger guys. So, love to see that. Now Alex just kind of settled into the guard here. Curious to see what his approach is when it comes to prying it open. But he goes body lock to stop kind of that hip bump sweep that Vincenzo was playing in there. Trying to throw up the triangle, not able to grab it, swings out. Now he tries let's call it a somersault pass. Oh, there's a deep guillotine there from Alex.
That is deep.
Let's see if he can get it. It looks like he's, just ahead.
His corner react, and there's
Tap
the
there.
tap.
Nice.
Alex Myers squeezes for life as he drops the hammer. Winner by submission.
Very tough. That was, I think it came off of Vincenzo going for the pass there. Alex was just able to catch the head. No arm was involved. Just that kind of pure guillotine. Get
Alex
the elbow
Myers,
high.
your winner by submission as he drops the hammer with a guillotine. Impressive stuff from Alex Myers. And that brings us to our co-main event of the evening. We have Ezra Outlaw up against Steve Joachim
Ezra Outlaw.
in a
Such a sick
215
name.
Pro matchup. Ezra Outlaw in the fit of the day.
That's nice. Nah, it doesn't beat Stojakovic. It's a close 2, though.
Well, if you change out of the Stojakovic, you lose points.
Yeah, well, true.
So we got the Renzo Gracie 90s roller
hug.
rink setup, right? That's what I got here.
Yeah.
90s roller rink ABC Family Show setup on the outfit there. I gotta love it. With Steve Joachim,
Both
black,
cool
the
names.
gray, the arm sleeve. A great name battle.
Same
Great stuff
names,
here
yeah.
for our co-main event of the evening.
Slap bump
We
to
are
start.
underway. And
Straight to
Joachim
guard.
pulls guard right away.
Scoops
Outlaw
the ankles.
says, give me a feet.
Scoops him up, tries to put him to his butt. Set up guard here. You can...
Looks to dive across. Joachim does a good job staying with him. Joachim's a fun last name.
Yeah, Joachim is a cool last name. I hope I'm saying it right.
I got the pronunciation before. We got Outlaw versus Joachim.
Nice. Steve's doing a good job. He's trying to scoot his way in, so, he's trying to be active.
And
Looks
I don't mind it from Ezra either. Not just diving in and putting himself in a bad spot,
No,
looking to really choose a spot. Don't mind it from either competitor.
You can already tell Steve's got a tricky guard.
Absolutely.
He's got sticky hooks already.
And he's engaging from the guard, pressing forward.
Yeah, this isn't a stagnant guard. This is someone that's looking to fish in. See, he's trying to go for that
And
butterfly.
now Ezra's got to be careful of backing out himself there.
Scoots back to center. Very cool.
Joachim pleading for a potential stall call there. Keep an eye on that.
Again, that guard's nice. And now Ezra's doing a good job. He was almost able to kind of pin down the leg
After that
there.
exchange, it does look like Outlaw's engaging a bit more now.
Yeah, no, it
And
definitely.
looks to step over.
Trying to spin hard.
He's using that outside leg from his guard to stop Outlaw from being able to fully pass around.
Yeah. So the idea is, top leg is playing kind of as a knee shield, a bit hybrid knee shield, and also as a butterfly hook. Bottom leg is kind of floating. When it's not active like it is now, it's kind of just using him to turn position. He's using the hook, or he's using the leg on bottom to help him turn and get where he needs to be, and even block the limbs, go for attack. So you have to be. There's some telltale giveaways sometimes. You got to be very active in the guard and have a lot of faith in your retention to be, playing an offensive attack like this, like Steve is. And he gets a good job getting the underhook. Curious to see how Ezra kind of approaches this. Right now, it's just trying to pin over hook.
A lot of top pressure is his response.
Yeah, Steve's able to lock his hands, and it looks like he still has the butterfly hook on the inside, or it looks like it might be coming across the hip. So, curious to see where the attack goes from here. Triangles over the legs. He's going to swim into a leg entanglement. This is really cool. Ezra just trying to keep pressure on the foot, keep it flat. I assume here he's going to try to get tipped over. Wow.
Sub.
Quick heel hook.
Steve Joachim drops the hammer. Winner by decision.
Big flex.
Gives the crowd a flex.
Yeah. He's talking.
Steve Joachim excited for his victory, cheesing at the camera.
Yeah. Oh, man, he's pointing
Steve
at it.
Joachim drops the hammer. Impressive stuff there from both competitors. Well, a little shimmy from Steve Joachim, too.
I feel seen by Steve Joachim.
Absolutely.
I feel
Steve
seen. I
Joachim.
feel acknowledged.
Acknowledge the commentators sometime.
Yeah,
I love when
I'm
they
here.
shout us out. We're doing a job.
I ain't you,
Steve
but
Joachim drops the hammer. Winner by
runs across
submission.
the mat.
Great
A firm dap up.
co-main event there. as we move on to our Grand Prix finals. It all comes down to this. Weeks of preparation, a night full of battles, and the road has led us here. The final of HCS 28-205 Grand Prix. At stake, the HCS belt, $1,000, and the eternal glory that comes with conquering the house party of grappling. In one corner, the number 3 seed, a relentless technician who has carved his way through the bracket with grit, precision, and unshakable will, Conor Dixon.
Yeah.
And across from him, the number 1 seed, the favorite, the powerhouse, a competitor who has shouldered the weight of expectation and thrived under pressure, Alex Nemeth. Only one will leave with the belt, only one will claim the cash, and the only one will etch their name into Hammer Challenge Series history. Ladies and gentlemen, your 205 Grand Prix final is about to be underway.
Dude, I'm amped. I'm amped.
We kick it inside the circle. Head referee Josh underway, and we are underway. He did change out of the Stojakovic jersey. Got to see how that's going to play in.
Yeah.
Now, the Rolling Society rash guard, nothing against it.
Yeah, no, it's all right.
Nothing against it.
Gets
It's
the
not a
job done.
Stojakovic jersey.
That's the active guard. Again, Conor immediately looking to kind of...
But that could also be pointing to he's taking Conor very seriously.
Yeah, it could be.
Away with the gimmicks, time to play.
Which is crazy. which is crazy to have that much aura. But Conor looked to kind of press down the legs and look for the pass early. Alex locked up the guard. Wow, now look at this. So he was in full guard.
That's an interesting spot.
Yeah, he's going to swim under, grab the ankles, and either try to tip him over. Wow, almost to a wrestling
What do we got
position.
going on here?
Was able to get the underhook.
That was interesting stuff.
Almost like a pseudo
Conor looking to lock up
wrestling.
on the shoulder there.
Wrestle up meets sweep there.
I think they might have invented a position a little bit.
Now, that was interesting. Now, Conor looks to elevate, but Alex's limbs
Alex
just
seems
keeping
like
him.
a guy that's hard to put
elevate.
somewhere he doesn't want to be.
Yeah. Okay, but look at Conor. He's
Conor
looking for a
said,
leg entanglement.
Again, that's what happens when you speak as a commentator. As soon as you speak, someone does something that is against what you just said.
Conor looked for the leg there. Now, it was tricky from that position. He was hovering, past the knee line, but he's definitely keeping an eye open for opportunities here. Now, he's got, again, kind of the De La Hiva on the inside leg, and now looks to invert. Transitions back to an open guard. And might be looking to come through here. Alex just doing a good job, you could tell. He likes to float, but when he needs to drop some pressure and stay heavy, he's able to do it from a lot of positions. Conor now going into leg attack, meets just open guard. Grabs up on his own shin, kind of locking it in place, and then from there the butterfly hook. Both guys just trying to assess the situation. Alex gives him a little bit of a stomp to try to pry off that leg. Nice. And again, very technical match. Conor trying to figure out, does he want leg entanglement? Does he want wrestle up? Now he's starting to go for leg. Able to turn him over, and now he's searching for the heel, it seems like. He's going to look to pin down the leg. You can't be lazy here. Got to be tricky. Going underneath. He's doing a great job rolling with it. Putting weight on the leg. Looks like a straight ankle attempt right now. Not able to get it. Both guys break free. Conor getting to his underhooks first. Alex surprisingly pretty vibey. Just probably taking
Very
the position
relaxed.
listen.
And we saw that in his opening semi.
He's long. He's got long limbs. He's got a good sense of balance.
I'm going to guess his center of gravity is very low.
If Conor tries to scoop underneath him, he's got, he's ready to frame out, keep a good position. No, nice. But Conor's able to kind of get to that single leg X, and now fish in that hook to try to extend on the bottom leg, or extend Alex's back leg, with his bottom leg, and now swim it over.
Again, he's
Nice.
getting threatened at his leg, Alex.
Yeah.
Very, very calm.
Conor's taking the position here. It's like, okay, float. All right, but if I can get underneath you, I'm going to attack the leg, which is, Alex is a big guy, really good high step over there. But Conor is pretty privy to these positions as well. Scooting back, Conor regains his guard. Alex is just so chill when he's in there. And don't get me wrong, there's very little strain on Conor's face right now, but Alex is just, Going for a
They're
leg
both
lock there.
squeezing here.
Scoots it back. Conor looking for the leg. Heel hook it.
Yeah, Conor getting a little active.
He
Nemeth flexes and says, "I'm all
Alex
right."
flexes. Nothing will make your opponent let go of a heel hook quicker than just flexing and not really acknowledging. Shout out to Adam in the background with no shirt on.
Showing off for the camera.
That's hard to keep an eye
Flat
on.
brim, hat tilted to the side, belly out.
I wish it could be me. Those were some really good leg attacks by Conor Dixon, and Alex is just very chill. You know, he's just chill throughout the process. Kind of just shot me a glance. He looked for the camera.
Alex Nemeth was looking for the camera there.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe he's got something planned. Again, he's very chill.
And we saw a very chill opening round.
Yeah.
Kind of feeling out his opponent, not just hanging out and saving energy, but calculating what they do, how they move.
Good frame.
Set up that game plan for overtime. It worked effortlessly in the last one. We'll see how it plays out here, though.
But listen, Conor's transitioning now as well. He's going between positions.
Conor's
Good
showing
sweep
him a lot
there.
of different looks to make that harder.
Yeah.
He's not coming in from the same position, not threatening the same submissions. So it's going to be hard to just identify that one weak spot potentially that he's going to try to exploit in overtime, because Conor looks game from everywhere.
He's incredibly active. You know, I'm curious to see. I think anytime you can throw a lot of different attacks at your opponent, it's good. And I wouldn't say Conor is. I wouldn't say he's going crazy. You know what I mean? Like, it's not.
Absolutely,
he's not
yeah,
exhausting himself.
He's definitely
just
not. He'll be
moving
ready
through.
to go.
Yeah, he's moving through them. He's taking what he's given, and he's working as well. So even though Alex is chill, Conor here is just saying, like, okay, fine.
And nothing less to be expected from this. You go into this thinking it's going to be a chess match,
Yeah.
and it's absolutely that.
Good bring down, too. And he's here again looking to attack the leg. Looks for the heel. Really good attack there again.
Absolutely, Alex just rolls on
He's able
through.
to slip the knee, but
And
hey.
I think it's a skill as much as anything else you'll learn in jiu-jitsu, is the ability to remain calm in a bad situation.
Yeah.
Because Alex just takes a breath, rolls through, remembers his training, he doesn't panic, and he gets out of the position pretty easily. A position, most guys, when they're there with Conor Dixon, they're not just walking out of willy-nilly like that, but that's that experience and that training from Nemeth here that just, you know what, I'll get out of this. This is all right.
That's insane to like be that chill. Like,
And it's got to come from the confidence in your ability.
It's a really good leg lock
You can't
entry.
be that chill unless you are an extremely confident person in your training.
Shout out to I agree. Shout out to the dexterity of Conor Dixon. Like, he's bendy. He loves this entry. He's done it a couple times now. He uses it to, again, flow to that leg. Now he says, come up on top. All right, so now I think Conor's at the point of like, okay, well, listen, you're pretty bendy on bottom. No need to crank something.
And it looks like we're getting close to time here. Again, we apologize for the technical difficulties on the clock.
Close guard. Now Conor might be taking the position of like, okay, I'm in close guard.
They both just took a nice big breath there.
Yeah, like just like, okay, let's just see where this goes. Now Conor's looking to get up. Yeah, I figured Alex with those limbs would try to sweep him, going for his own leg entanglement. Conor steps through, tries to backstep over.
Good bump there from Nemeth.
Very vibey. Love when high-level guys are rolling. It looks like a flow. Oh, tries to throw for the triangle, uses it to kind of throw him off for a leg lock. Now Alex goes for his own, sits out. Just incredibly savvy. Now they're chill.
Break. They look for a time check. Again, these are the vets. These are guys that understand the game. If they both agree to take the breath, they're going to take the breath.
Yeah, listen. I mean, I don't want to call it high honor. I just want to say, like, listen, they both acknowledge, like, it's got to be over soon.
And we do go to overtime.
It's pretty stalemated now. That is such a coin.
Throw out the table. They should get that. Find out if she does. Don't, unless she's confident and have a good eye rider.
All right. It looks like Conor's going to take the back.
Here and I'll confirm the names. Conor Dixon taking the back to start our first overtime. And we are underway. And
the fish for the limb, but it looks like
that
Alex
is
a
quick escape from Alex Nemeth.
Oh!
It was close. He had 3 seconds to get it on. It took him 4 to apply the submission.
Yikes.
Very close to getting that submission in to extend the time. But Alex Nemeth is able to get out in that 3 second. We did count it off. That wasn't even 4. That was 3.3 seconds.
That was a sick entry.
Right there. Nemeth will take the back for his term.
That was insane. That was an insane entry. Alex is going to take the back.
And we are underway.
Now. Definitely a tricky guy to have on your back. We'll see how it pays off. Oh, he might be looking to slide out to the side. Now he's on top, double boots. Curious to see. Ooh, body triangles in. So Conor needs to be careful. Alex is starting to fish under the neck, and he seems to have.
And he's head hunting, which I like here because, again, that can help shake him off for the escape.
Yeah, it's
but
just going to be
Alex does
tricky.
A very good job.
Big long lens, and he slips off. Nice.
And, hey, we're going to go to our ADCC. What more do you want than double overtime in the main event Grand Prix final? What else could you ask for?
I mean, like, honestly, dude, this is like. It's so high level, and it's just so, like, I don't want to call it laid back, but it's just such a good flow. Like, this is what happens when two studs are, like, against each other. Now I'm curious to see, because it's ADCC rules, immediate pull by Alex.
And neither one of them really got to a dominant position at any point.
Yes.
It seems like that's something that's going to be hard. It'll be interesting to see if we go to a third overtime, first one of the day, and time matters.
Deep half.
That with $1,000 on the line and there's only a minute left for each guy, that would be something.
Okay, wait a sec. So the deep half attempt by Alex led him underneath. Now Conor's kind of in a interesting catch here. Comes back up to a chin and kind of armpit scenario. He's in side control. And Conor Dixon
there
wins.
It is. Conor Dixon finds the dominant position.
Wow.
He is your 205 Grand Prix champion.
The fundamentals.
The winner of the HCS belt, the winner of the $1,000 grand prize, and the winner of the glory.
That's phenomenal. So, I mean, just something as simple as Conor Dixon's passing was extremely high level. He was just able to, kind of block out the guard positioning of Alex, slide off into side control, and, drop the heavy hip so he doesn't get rolled or overturned. Just like, sneaky good victory from a guy that's been showing levels to, his passing and everything all day. We're going up, getting ready to hand the victor his bracket now. But, again, just an extremely interesting match, super high level. I'm curious to know how kind of tired Alex may have been or, what was his mindset going into the end there. But Conor Dixon definitely had the mentality of like, okay, you're going to play guard. I'm going to enter in to start passing. And then from there, he was able to get the win.
Absolutely incredible stuff there from Conor Dixon as we look on as he gets his HCL bracket.
Nice. That's a handsome bracket. That's a handsome belt.
Absolutely.
That's a handsome Josh. It's good stuff. Wow. Yeah. Get the camera on those guys. Studs.
Conor Dixon, your champion.
Stud.
As we will cut it back to the commentary booth. What a night it has been here at Hammer Challenge Series 28. We've seen battles, we've seen breakthroughs, we've seen and crowned a new king. Congratulations to your 205 Grand Prix champion, Conor Dixon. A special thank you to our incredible sponsors, All Jersey Mechanical, Savvy Fit Soaps, Ground Standard, Teep Territory, and of course brought to you live by AVP. Thank you all for making tonight possible. And to the fans watching around the world, you are the heartbeat of HCS, and we thank you for being a part of the house party of grappling. But the party doesn't stop here. We look forward to seeing you October 25th for HCS 29 for our women's only card, and it's something you will not want to miss. For now, from all of us here at HCS, this is where warriors are tested, champions are made, and legends are born. Good night, everybody.